I don't think Mr. Byers posts a bond or have a OR bond.
I don't believe he has, Your Honor.
He can sign a $1,000 OR bond. He will have to go to the jail to get fingerprinted.
Yes, Your Honor.
Not right here.
And
Just sign it. That's your OR bond.
one of the bailiffs will bring you a form he'll need to take with him to the jail.
Yes, Your Honor.
Next hearing is July 27th at 10 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Just wait out in the lobby. One of us will bring you out of this form so you can take it to the jail and get fingerprinted.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Seth Arthur, case number TRD 261186A.
Sir, you Seth Arthur?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir Arthur, the state's filed a charge alleging speed and a driving without a license. So, and they filed it in this court. So what I'm going to do, sometimes I have to dismiss cases to teach the police officers a lesson. They file it in the wrong court. You're supposed to be in traffic court, not, this court is criminal court. It has to be a jailable offense, and the charges against you, neither one are jailable. They're non-jailable offenses. So that doesn't mean you're reinstated to your driving privilege. It just means I'm going to dismiss the charge, so that hopefully in the future they'll file it in the right court.
Yes, sir.
So you're getting a lucky break. The charges are dismissed. I would advise you to try to get a driver's license before you drive anymore. They're saying you don't have one. I don't know if that's true, but if it is true, you need to take care of it. This doesn't cure it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio versus Anya Reglin. Anya Reglin.
And ma'am, are you Anya Lynn Reglin?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Reglin, it's alleged July the 5th at 7:43 p.m. in Perry Township, you were operating, well, it's going to be the same thing. No, they filed a different charge against you. They are alleging a first-degree misdemeanor driving under suspension against you, which is a jailable offense. They're saying you were driving under suspension. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. So that is a jailable offense. And they're alleging you were speeding going 69 and a 55. So you are in the right court. Do you understand those two charges?
Yes, sir.
The speeding is non-jailable. Maximum penalty is $150 fine on that. Do you understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to these charges?
For the first one, I'm not sure.
We're talking about the driving under suspension?
Yes.
That's the most significant one. So let's enter a not guilty plea. Do you want a lawyer?
No, sir.
Okay. And you're a West Virginia resident?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, what I can do, he doesn't give me a West Virginia printout, he just says you're suspended. Okay, I'm looking at his report. He's saying that you had a permit only, and you, to have be driving validly with a permit, you have to have a licensed driver in the front seat with you over the age of 21 that you did not. So that's the basis of the charge.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how do you want to proceed? You still want to enter a not guilty plea?
Guilty.
Guilty means you're admitting the charge is true, and that waives your rights to have a trial and a lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the officer says you were in the left lane passing. He clocked you at 69, 68, 69 miles an hour, and that when he stopped you, you were accompanied by a juvenile in the front seat and no other passengers, and that you only had a permit, and you're not allowed to drive with a permit without a licensed driver over the age of 21 in the front seat. What do you say about that?
That's true.
Okay, so the other thing I would say, and this was on US 52, did you know what the speed limit was?
No, sir.
Okay.
I thought it was a 65.
Well, you're still pushing it a little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't even have a license yet, and you're going, by your account, 4 miles over the speed limit, but you're actually doing 14 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Yes, sir.
Without a license and without the appropriate person in the front seat with you. Okay, so are you in school, out of school, working? What are you doing?
Working.
What do you do?
I work at a gas station.
Okay. All right, anything else you want to tell me?
No, sir.
Okay, on the driving under suspension, I'm going to give you a $50 fine, court costs, 2 days in jail, and I'll suspend both days on the conditions you do 1 day community service.
Yes, sir.
We have a community service program here at the court. You can come do 1 day community service, and that'll take care of it, pay your fine. On the speed, I'll impose a $30 fine.
Okay.
So 2 years of level 5 probation. I'll set a review hearing for you January the 11th of next year, 2027. So as long as you take care of everything by January 11th of next year, you don't have to show back up. If you blow it off and don't take care of it and don't show up for your hearing, you get a warrant. And that's a, I don't want you to go to jail, but if you blow it off and don't take care of it, that's a way you can go to jail, but not coming to your hearing and not taking care
I'll
of
be
it.
here.
Well, just take care of it before January. You got a lot of time to take care of it before January 11th.
I'll probably take care of it today, honestly.
Okay, you're going to meet with Mr. Major in probation. He's going to give you, everything I'm telling you is on what's called a judgment entry. She's typing it up right now. If you forget, this is for everybody, look, if you forget, I know you have a smartphone in your pocket, right? And you can get on the internet. Lawrence County Municipal Court, we have a website. You can go there. Forgetting or losing your paperwork is not a reason not to do what you're ordered to do. Because I have people say, well, I forgot, or I don't have my paperwork. It's on the website. You can put in a record search for your name, and it'll show you what you're supposed to do when you have to come back. There's no excuses for not doing it. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
I do have a question, though. I signed papers for the Army in December. Would I have to
Okay.
talk to my recruiter about that?
No, if you get, I don't think this will stop you from going in the Army,
Okay.
but it's not going to excuse you. Giving you 6 months to get this done. You got 1 day community service and pay a little bit of fine on court costs.
Okay, thank
So
you.
you should do it before December. Then go on and have a great career.
Thank you,
okay.
sir.
I don't think this is going to stop you from getting in the Army. If your recruiter says it is, then you need to come back in, talk to the probation officer. We'll put something on the docket, and I want the recruiter here to tell me that it's stopping you from getting in the Army, but I don't think it will.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so meet with Mr. Major. When you leave the courtroom, make a 90-degree left in that counter on your left side. That's the probation office. Go there, say, I'm here for probation. He's going to talk to you, give you your paperwork. After you've done that, you're free to go. Do you have any questions of me?
No, sir.
Okay, go talk to him, and then you're free to go. Oh, $30 fine, say on that. $30 fine on the speed.
State of Ohio recalls Richard Bennett II, case number CRA 26394. Richard Bennett II. Your Honor, Mr. Major informed me that Mr. Bennett left.
Okay. All right, so I'll issue a warrant. Obviously, he was going to be dirty. So he left before he did the urine screen.
He came over, said he needed a minute, said he would go outside to smoke a cigarette. I walked outside, got in the car and left.
The eventual issue.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Douglas, case number CRB 26416.
All right, you're Stephen Douglas.
Yes, sir.
You got the summons wrong. recorded first, I believe.
I did.
Okay, 26416 is case number, and it alleges an assault charge against you that at Perry Township on July 2nd. You knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Ashton Davis. Assault is a first-degree misdemeanor and carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. And I believe there was a second charge. No, it looks like that's the only one. Okay. You understand that charge,
Yes, sir.
and you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to the charge?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What do you do?
I work at the Riverbend Golf Course.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes.
How much per hour?
$10.50 an hour.
Okay, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel then. Mr. Davenport, I'll appoint you to represent Mr. Douglas. Not guilty plea is entered for Mr. Douglas. Is there a protection order requested?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there any problem with you staying away from Ashton Davis?
No, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to order that you stay away from him
Okay.
while this is pending. That's called a protection order. And let me see when you will be setting the case. The 27th of July or after, Mr. Davenport, whatever works for you after that date. July 27th or after?
27th, Your Honor?
Yeah. 27th works for you?
Yes, sir, it does.
Okay, July 27th will be the next hearing. It'll be a pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not guilty, please enter. Let me see.
What's the next day, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
The 27th, he will need to sign an OR bond.
Your Honor, he's got a bond up.
He's got a bond up. That's right, what Mr. Sauer says. Or, no, it's a cash bond. So I'll continue the bond. He still will need to go get fingerprinted if he hasn't already.
He has been fingerprinted, Your Honor.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Nolan X-Line, case number CRB 2343. Nolan X-Line.
Are you Noel, next line? Yes. Stand behind the table, please, sir. Case number is 2343. It was a theft conviction. Looks like you had a review hearing back in 23 that you didn't appear for, a warrant got issued, you're coming in wanting to work from. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you admit or deny you missed that hearing?
I admit it.
Do you have an explanation why you missed?
I just have bad anxiety.
Okay, you did do your community service, you still, and you paid some on your fine, you still have a balance of $165.
I thought I just paid that when I was out there.
Okay, well, they won't show up yet then. There's, it does show 165 was paid today, so if that clears it up, does that show clear on the computer?
I know it's still showing $165, but it was a card payment and it won't show until Monday.
Okay. How did you pay it?
I paid some with cash and then some with card.
Here at the court or
Yeah,
online?
just, online with the
Okay,
card.
well, it takes a while to hit, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'll give you another date, and if it's cleared by then, you don't have to come back.
Okay.
So I'll set it for August 24th. Just make sure that it's in the clear, then you don't have to be here. Otherwise, you gotta be here at 9 a.m. for a review.
Okay.
You're free to go.
All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus David Abrams, case number TRC 20-2197, A, B, C, and D.
All right, David Abrams is here. This was set June 26th, it looks like to me.
Yes, sir.
You've been going to OVP.
Yes, sir. I was just out of town working and couldn't get back, and then when I did, you were closed last week, so.
Okay, it's a good report. You just have to pay off your fines, and you did make a payment today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Mondays or Fridays for your
Whatever works
that
for you.
matter. August 24th will be your next hearing, 9 a.m. If there was a warrant, it should be withdrawn.
The 24th, John?
August 24th, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Free to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Austin Carmen, case number CRV 26305, A and B.
This was set for a pretrial on Monday, July the 6th. My notes were, had told the court you were going to hire a lawyer. Have you done so?
No, Your Honor. I talked to Chris Lauder, and I'm laid off currently at Superior Marine. He said I could qualify for a court-appointed attorney.
So do you have no income coming in now, or?
No, sir, I'm waiting on unemployment.
All right, I'll appoint Mr. Smith to represent you. Setting hearings for the 27th of July or after, Mr. Smith.
Judge, I could do the 31st or August 3rd or 10th.
Let's go into August.
Yes, sir.
31st is getting a little weak. The 3rd, can you do the 3rd of August?
I can, Judge, yes, sir.
August 3rd will be the next hearing. Pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Sarah Jennifer Means, case number CRV 26419. Sarah Means.
Ma'am, are you Sarah Means?
Yes.
Mr. Means, statement has filed a charge alleging that on July the 8th in Fayette Township, you tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor theft offense. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand this charge?
Yes,
Do you understand the rights you have as a defendant?
yes,
How do you want to plead to the charge?
not guilty,
Do you have money to hire a lawyer?
no,
Do you have a job?
no.
You have no income?
I'm disabled,
Social Security is only income?
yes.
I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. She's posted a bond, I think. Yeah, she has a bond
Yeah.
up. So your bonds continue. Yeah, I think she was fingerprinted too. I don't see it. Ma'am, were you fingerprinted at the jail?
Yes,
You were at the jail, so it looks like you should have been fingerprinted. 27th of July or after, Mr. Steyer.
that's been,
31st, Your Honor? Well, does Friday or Monday matter to you?
no, it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
31st then, Your Honor.
July 31st will be the next hearing, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait for me to go on. I'll get that couple minutes, okay? It'll be a couple minutes, don't be call. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jason Caldwell, set for a pretrial, Your Honor, CRB 26378.
Okay, we're starting pre-trial now on this Mr. Davenport's case.
Jason.
We've had a chance to talk about this.
We're willing to do a 90-day continuance and dismiss the charges with the payment of court costs if there are no further problems.
Okay. You understand what that means? Basically, everything's on hold for 90 days. You pay the cost. If you need more trouble, it's just over with. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I believe we've reached an agreement.
90 days with cost, if there's no further problems, be dismissal.
Yes, sir.
That there was an order to stay away, not a protection order, but an order to stay away. Is that, you want that to remain in effect?
Yes, Your Honor.
October 9th. October 9th, case will be dismissed then. There's been no further problems, and the court costs are paid.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. That'll be at 10 o'clock, October 9th.
State of Ohio versus Danny Ray Eastet, case number CRB 26368,
Oh, good.
CRB 23203, TRC 21269, TRC 17443, B and C. Eddie Eastet.
Mr. Smith's case set for pretrial.
Judge, I don't know where he is. I've had no contact with him. I would ask that if a warrant issue be held 7 days, and I will attempt to locate him.
My notes were he was supposed to go to Bethesda. I don't know if he did.
He ran, couldn't go.
Oh,
Okay.
that's why he didn't contact me. I'm guessing.
And looks like these are all misdemeanors, so the warrant issued from this court.
State of Ohio versus Miranda Brandenburg, case number CRA 26369.
Mr. Smith's case is set as a preliminary hearing.
Kevin Thompson? Come on, sir.
Judge, I spoke with my client. This is a felony. Now, we're going to waive to the grand jury in return. Mr. Hill's not going to oppose their bond being transferred, which may or not matter when we get in common pleas, but certainly it's a start.
Okay. She has no arm on her.
Yes.
So there's a waiver then?
Yes, Judge, there'll be a waiver of her hearing in this court.
Okay, so ma'am, what I would think you need to do is keep track of whether an indictment's been returned and get yourself to the court in Ironton on your own so that they don't change the bond. I mean, you got the best bond you can possibly get, but I've been told that still could happen even if you show up. So, but I would think if you show up on your own, they should continue your bond.
When do I show up?
Well, that's the hard part. You got to keep track of. There's a website for the clerk at the Common Police Court. If it was me, what I would do is go on there every couple of days. I'd check my name to see if I've been indicted, and it'll tell you on there when your arraignment date is.
Okay.
They meet the last week of every month, so it could be July, it could be August, but keep looking on their website.
I will.
Okay, you understand?
Yes.
But you're done here. Your case is going on to the main courthouse, Common Police.
Okay. And when do I need to be?
Well, if they reappoint, when you get this, Judge, let me know, I'll send it to Judge Gaines.
Okay.
Because if it's Judge Ballard, I'll get it back. If it's Judge Finley, I may or may not. So
Okay.
just give me a call when you see it when it is.
State of Ohio versus Brandon Gannon, case number TRD 26785.
Mr. Smith's case is set for pretrial.
Your Honor, there is a cross-filing with Lake and Markle as the other defendant.
Markle, you have
Yes.
his lawyers.
Is Luke the other lawyer?
Luke.
Luke Starr.
State of Ohio versus Lincoln Markle, case number CRB 26323.
I hear my name, Your Honor.
Yes.
Lincoln
There's
Markle.
a cross-filing that you're involved in on domestic, Lake and Markle, and Brandon Gannon.
Did you see the good lawyers?
I'm not swords now. One of them
Yes. He's got the license back.
You got with you?
Yeah, I've had them for 3 months now. Okay. Your Honor, the state has offered Ms. Markle a 90-day continuance. I believe the same offer had been made to Mr. Gannon with the intention that one set of court costs be paid.
We'll pay that,
And
Judge.
if there's no further problems, there'd be a dismissal. We're agreeable to that and would waive time constraints to accommodate it.
Mr. Smith?
Likewise, Judge, my client is willing to pay the one court cost for himself and for Luke's client. In addition, there was a driving under suspension charge. He is now showing his driver's license is valid. I think the state's going to need to nolly that, consider he's now valid.
Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
That's case number 26787, so that will be nollied by the state since he's reinstated. The other two cases are domestics. I'll continue then to October 9th. Be dismissed then if there's no further problems. And costs are paid on Mr. Gannon's case. Ms. Markle's will be dismissed if there's no further problems. She doesn't have to pay costs. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio versus Jeremiah Gerald, case number TRC 26382, A and B.
we approach on this one, Judge?
Mr. Smith's case after pre-trial. March 19th. Starts with March 7th. Maybe somebody brings it Okay, what's been represented to the court at the bench conference is that Mr. Gerald is going to enter a plea, and the state's willing to treat this as a first for some evidentiary reasons, but there actually was a prior in 2025.
Yes, Judge.
Correct?
That is correct, Judge.
One thing you need to understand, the consequences of if you do this, Mr. Gerald, these are cumulative. So the more of these you get, if you get a third offense, it gets real serious. Because it's going to go on your record. You're going to jump from you could jump from a first offense treatment to third offense treatment. And on a third offense, you can get a much more serious consequence, like 30 days in jail is the minimum jail time. The vehicle can be ordered forfeited on a third offense. It's probably the most serious consequence. And you can get up to a 12-year license suspension. So if you do this, you need to understand that's a possible consequence if you have another one. And the other thing I would say, you should make sure it's never going to happen again, because it's going to get really serious next time. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still willing to do it under those circumstances?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, you have a right to make a statement to me if you want. Do you have anything that you want to say about this before I sentence you?
I'll make sure that won't happen again.
Okay. Well, I hope so. Either don't drink and drive, or now, I mean, you live in Proctorville, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, there's Ubers. You can get an Uber in Proctorville, and it's like $10 to go to Huntington. That's a lot cheaper than the consequences of getting an OVI. So if you're going to do it, but you got to think about these things in advance and plan it out. Like, how am I going to get back and forth, not just go drink and then jump in the car because you haven't made any plans. That's part of being, a grown-up. It's planning out what you're going to do and executing it so that you don't have the consequences of this and put people at risk. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and treat it as a first offense because the state says there's some possible problems with some of the evidence, and they felt like this was an appropriate compromise. But it will go on your record, and there could be a third offense treatment if you get another one.
Okay.
So I will give you a $400 fine order you to pay the court costs. It'll be a 6-month license suspension, and you barely made that. The law has been changed as of March 19th, and this was just like 8 days before. The legislature just toughened up the law. Now on a first offense, minimum 1-year license suspension, rather than 6 months. It used to be 6 months. Now it's going up to 1 year, or if you got a term. So 6-month license suspension, I'll give you, and it's my understanding he just wants limited driving.
Hey, Judge, there was a limited driving privilege order already entered. I assume it's still.
You'll need a new one, though.
Still correct.
So you can have limited driving privileges. Suspension was from the day of the incident, because he had an automatic license suspension. So March 7th is when it started.
And that order does provide he can drive for DIP school, which you'll have to set up.
Yeah.
So that's,
He'll be ordered to go to driver intervention programs, do 30 hours community service. When is your next review hearing? Let's just put everything together. You know when it is?
I don't know, Judge.
Okay, we'll look it up. Let's find out when his review is on the other case. The other conviction was here. So Jeremiah Gerald.
You can come back to the bigger cities, probably 4 or 5 programs. We've got 1 year. Joe's asking that he'll go work with us.
Let's pull that file.
2594.
2594. Let's pull that. See, when we get that file out, we'll finish things up. I want to get the other file. Together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, just have a seat.
State of Ohio versus Candy Long, case number CRB 20390, TRC 252939.
Would you do it? Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Smith's case set for pretrial.
Yeah, this, she had a couple of OVIs. This is on a disciplinary conduct, I believe, today. The state, I understand, is willing to kind of hold that in abeyance, kind of further incentive to see that she completes treatment. I think Bree has a report for us.
Yes, so she did complete her assessment yesterday, and they have her scheduled for the future, but her counselor just asked for more information on her charges and stuff like that.
Okay. She has an OVI pending. It looks like she pled guilty to that back in March. We were waiting for her to complete treatment, and it looks like,
And she just recently got another charge.
yeah, she's got a new charge unrelated to the OVI. Look at the OVI. There was a urine screen on the OVI. Do we know what the results were on that urine screen? That would be helpful to know.
Well, actually, the only file I have here is the latest thing, but it was,
She
well, it was...
also had a breath test. .211. Very high test score.
And then on the, on 25/29/39, it was a urine alcohol test, and she had a high score. So I don't know exactly what the score was, but she did have a high score on that. But that's the reason why, of course, we wanted her in treatment.
And then this is a CRB case number, so that's a disorder of conduct.
Yes.
And I think there was allegation that she was intoxicated then. Yeah. Causing a risk of physical harm to herself or others while being voluntarily intoxicated. So the indication is, to me, serious alcohol problem.
And she did complete IUDS yesterday, and she passed it. It was only positive for amphetamines, which she is prescribed, so. But I will give her counselor more information, and we'll move forward that way.
And that's our preference, Judge, is to get her some help. She's willing to do it and come back and monitor as necessary.
Okay.
And leave the disorderly just pending, and it should be dismissed if she keeps up her end of the...
Well, our OVI is still pending. She pled
Yes.
guilty to it in March, but she's been seeking counseling. So at some point, we need the sentence on that. I would suggest at the next hearing.
I'll put a note, Judge.
Okay, August 3rd?
Yes, Judge. No.
August 3rd. Next hearing.
Can she do the following Monday, Judge? He says the Friday. That's not...
August 10th.
I'm here August 10th. August 10th?
August 10th, yeah.
August 10th, that'd be preferred, Judge, thank you. Grandmother's already down for you. Oh, she's already got it.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting. Thank you. God, thank you.
Just do what you're supposed to. You're not going to jail.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Carrie Lynn Pinkerton, case number TRC 26454, A, B, and C.
Mr. Smith's case, that was pre-trial.
Yeah, but it's not going to yesterday.
Approach, Your Honor.
Because of yesterday.
Yes.
You had some issues yesterday when you were passing out.
Was it passing out?
That's what. Probably should have the same prosecutor. What happened yesterday?
I was, no, can I talk? Why? Huh? Yeah, but I want to explain out something.
It's March.
That I was fighting in the face or something. I wasn't. He wouldn't even talk to me.
Because there's an indication that on day those two are in combination. That's all.
TPC.
TPC.
She's in our outpatient mental health program.
How long has she been with?
She's been with TPC. She's done about 2 years. She graduated inpatient and moved to our outpatient program. She was in transitional with us from 2.5 on to transitional, then graduated and moved to outpatient, and then now has switched to just mental health outpatient.
Well, I think maybe we need to she has 2 pending OVIs,
Yeah.
one in March and one in May.
So our clinical director had given a recommendation of 2.5 level of care, and she had refused, and she wanted to stay on outpatient only.
Am I allowed to talk?
I would talk to your attorney when he comes back over here.
Recall it. We're going to let you talk to your lawyer, we'll recall it after that.
State of Ohio recalls Jeremiah Gerald, case number TRC 2594 and TRA 2539, TRC 26382 A and B.
he's done well on the first one, and it looks like he completed everything. That's one of the things I wanted to check.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why it wasn't set for another review hearing, because he completed. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up on this one. 20 days in jail, all suspended. Set his review hearing for January the 11th and 27th. A.m. And there was a B case. In fact, his driving permit should be over on the other one. The tinted windows was, what was he having that removed? Is that what I would call that?
Yeah.
Has that happened?
He's going to remove, he's not done it yet, but he was waiting to see what happened here. He doesn't understand, he does have to remove it, he'll be right back.
Okay, I'll impose a $50 fine, which I'll suspend if he comes in and shows that he removed the window tint.
Fair enough.
Do that to probation.
Yes, sir.
He'll need to meet with probation. January 11th is his review hearing of next year.
You still have a copy of your hour permit? Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Mackenzie Spry, case number CRP 26273.
Mr. Smith's case, pre-trial.
It is, Your Honor. Mackenzie Spry.
Well, I don't have a progress report. Tony's not in here and I can't find him.
Okay, we'll get, who's Tony, the counsel?
It's my case manager.
Oh, our case manager's not here just to give a progress.
He walked out with, he's right there.
Here he
There he
is.
is.
Okay. You doing well? Okay.
Nothing even much better.
Okay. The last time was-
No, wait.
We're doing better than last time? Okay.
There's three of them there.
About three.
Not three.
Gosh.
Sounds like there's good progress being made.
It does, Your Honor.
Says it's appropriate for her to go to outpatient now. What's the living arrangement going to be? That's one of my concerns.
I will be living with my boyfriend and his family in Chesapeake.
With who?
Kimberly Faulkner and Zane and his dad and sister.
And that's, what's the relationship?
Zane's my boyfriend and his mom is.
Okay, what's the state's position on that?
All right, I'm sorry, I didn't understand exactly what was said.
Where I'd be living once I get an outpatient will be with Kimberly Faulkner and her husband, my boyfriend and his sister.
It's your boyfriend's parents here in Chesapeake.
Well, I mean, if that's an appropriate place, I don't know whether that's a good idea or not, but,
You're still in high school, right?
Yes, I will be
Well,
finishing.
certainly wasn't appropriate when I was in high school, but we live in a different age, don't we?
Do we?
Is that a question? I would never say, I'm gonna go live with my girlfriend. That wasn't gonna happen. Wasn't gonna be allowed.
Your Honor, I'm planning on finishing high school. I'm going to Collins Career Center this year. And I'll continue doing my therapy.
The problem is, I think that there's a lot of tension with her mother, and that's probably not gonna work if she went to live with her. And obviously, she's of age now. How old is the boy? How old is he?
19.
19, okay, so he's an adult also. State take any position on him? Or?
Well, I guess they're both adults, so that changes things a little bit. And if it's a supportive environment for her and helps her finish school, then it probably is a positive for her.
And you'll finish next year, is my understanding, is that
Yes,
right?
sir.
And you're going to the
Collins Career Center for Healthcare Foundations.
Okay. All right, I'll allow the transition to outpatient and the living arrangements that were suggested in court, and set another pretrial in a month or so, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir, I'm here August 10th or 17th.
Let's do the 17th.
Okay.
When's school start? That might be. Let's do the 10th, because the school may have been started by then.
I can do the 10th.
Do you want me to bring her completion certificate for next time? Like for inpatient?
She's gonna continue without.
Yes, she is. She's still keeping me on also for
All right, very good. August the 10th, let's make that the next
Judge, you
one. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. State of Ohio versus Harley Porter, case number TRC 26375.
Mr. Smith's case, pretrial.
We also had an for domestic on the same day. And we're okay with the 90, holding that domestic 90 days.
Judge, we're not able to get this results. I'm going to file a discovery demand. If we can come back in 3 weeks to a month, they'll have that chance to respond to it.
27th
Of
July.
I can do the 31st. I've got a trial the 26th.
Let's go
31st.
into August, the 31st is getting pretty.
Okay, August 3rd, 10th, or
3rd,
7th.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
August 3rd. 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus B.C. Rice Kendall, case number TRC 26835.
Mr. Smith's case, pretrial.
It's a one. That's a first. Okay, that's fine.
Judge, this is a lower score. I don't know that there's going to be, there may be a suppression issue, but I'd like to file discovery, come back on August 3rd if we could, because there's some issue, what was a breath test at the time she was driving, potentially. If we could set a pretrial August 3rd, that would allow me to file discovery.
All right, next pretrial will be August 3rd, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Matthew Scott, case number TRC 24-2063, ABC.
Yes.
Mr. Smith's case, second pretrial.
Yes, I spoke with the prosecutor this morning, Judge. We were not able to resolve it. Same situation. I will file discovery before I leave today. I don't know how crowded August 3rd is, but
We can do 3rd.
okay.
August 3rd will be the next pretrial.
And at this point, Judge, I think sufficient time has gone by that he would be eligible for driving permit, limited if the court's inclined to grant that.
Any objection from the state?
Let's see. If the sufficient time has passed,
Yeah, this is an old
yeah,
case.
this is a 24
Yeah.
case.
It's a 2024 case.
I won't take a position on, I mean, I guess I'd like to know what
Yes.
caused this to take so long to get back before the court.
Judge, and it would just be limited to work. He doesn't have doctors. He's under doctor's care, anything like that. Just want to come to court and work, to and from work.
Is there an explanation as to why it's taken 2 years for him to get into court?
Judge, we talked at the hearing, we talked about that. He, for lack of, got cold feet. A week turned into a month, turned into, it's been so long, if I show up, they're going to put me in jail. He reached out to me, I got him in, but he just froze, for lack of better, there's more time
Well, I guess
passed.
we need to check to see, because he had he was charged with driving under suspension at the time, so I can't give him a permit if he still has a suspended license.
Judge, he's not sure. Let me check, and I maybe bring it up the next hearing, because I don't obviously want to put him or the court in that position. We'll find out.
All right, next hearing is August 3rd.
So the man over in Ohio.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, check and see.
All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Philip Walls, case number CRB 26284.
It's Mr. Smith's case, pretrial.
Third case is speaking of management, probation, and contact.
And have an assessment, at least have an assessment.
That's fine.
Judge, there will be a change of plea in this matter after my speaking with the prosecutor. Here's my understanding, the state is going to offer a 30-day jail sentence, which will be suspended, condition of probation. You have an anger management assessment, and if he assesses for treatment, he will comply with treatment, and there will also be a no contact order issued out of this court.
Is that correct, Mr. Wallace?
Can I just read, did you just use the word probation?
Yeah, probation. Make sure you do your anger management.
What are the guidelines of those? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that part.
You want to take a break and talk about it?
Judge, yeah, I thought somebody else, if we could I'll talk to
We'll
you.
recall it later.
I'll make sure you, yeah. You see that in the lobby? I'll be there, I'm almost ready to come out. Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Taylor, case number CRB 26423, CRB 26213, started at arraignment.
And this is an arraignment. There's two files, 26213, 26423. 2023, and you're Joshua Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Taylor, the oldest charge is from March of this year. It's telecommunication harassment, and that alleges that at Union Township on March 31st of 2026, you made or caused a telecommunication to be made from a device under your control with the purpose to abuse, threaten, harass another person. Telecommunication harassment is a first-degree misdemeanor, carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. Then case number 26423 is a new charge, and it's violation of a protection order. And that alleges that on July the 8th in Union Township, you violated the term of a protection order issued. That's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand these two charges?
Yes, sir.
Were you here when I explained defendant's rights?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You are appointed to represent you.
Yes.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a roofer.
Paid by the hour?
Yeah.
How much per hour?
$12.50.
Okay. How many hours a week?
Depending on the week, the weather.
Well, I have to determine your gross annual income. You know what that would be? What do you show on an income tax return annually? Do you file an income tax return?
Yes. Last year was like 36,000.
Do you have family? Do you have children you're supporting?
I have custody of 2.
2? Okay, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel.
And the DVP, we go to court for it to be dropped 29th.
Okay.
She has dropped the DVP.
And Your Honor, we've spoken with her, and that is true. So, and
Is she
this.
here today?
She was, Your Honor. I don't know where she
Is she here now?
Not in here.
The basis of the protection order was this prior charge for telecommunications harassment. And so,
I was aggravated.
Christina Nunez, is that how?
Nunez, yes.
so it was our intention anyway to ask the court to put the trial after the 29th, whether she came in or not, because she had talked to us and wanted that. So I don't know where she's going to, but.
So you want, I didn't understand, you said you wanted something after the 29th. right?
Yes, because she's taken the matter back to the common police court to ask for
Oh,
a
you don't want
protection
a
order.
free trial after the 29th of July?
Yes,
Okay.
because she's going to try to get it dismissed.
Okay. Well, do you even want to go forward with the charges then?
I'd like to see the protection order dismissed first.
All right. Well, Mr. Taylor wants a lawyer, so I'll appoint Mr. Steyer.
Yes.
31st is pre-booked, so let's go into August for the next hearing. You can basically do any date in August. For preference.
Let me take a quick look, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I believe he has a bond with it.
Does Monday or Friday matter to you?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong month here. Hang on. I can do the 3rd.
August 3rd is bonds continued. Have you been fingerprinted, sir?
Yes.
August 3rd will be the next hearing, 10 o'clock.
All right, so
Your Honor, we're ready to call some inmates to go back.
I'm going to grab
We
you
have
from-
quite a few people in custody, so
maybe
we're going to start on
just
some of
don't leave
those
this.
now.
I can walk out there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Tracy Berry, case number CRB 26-421 A and B, CRB 26-386, CRA 26-351, CRB 26-352.
I think there's a new charge, I believe. Some papers for and then you're Tracy Berry. So I recognize you.
They're looking for a set of utilities. I mean, I knew only the little, I mean, yeah, your man.
Okay, you've got two new charges, criminal mischief and menacing, and Mr. Steyer, you represented her before.
I did,
So know
Your
she's
Honor.
going to be eligible for court-appointed counsel, so I'll appoint you again. And I would take judicial notice of competency issues if there's an agreement between the state defendant on that. Just from my observations and prior engagements with.
I'll put it this way, I don't think that I can stipulate to that, but I can make the suggestion, which I wanted to make, and then the court so rules.
Okay.
We
I'll take
agree.
the state will agree to that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Take judicial notice and we can prepare an entry and get that to ABH. State's position on bond for Ms. Berry.
We would ask for a $5,000 cash surety bond. And I also believe, Your Honor, I believe that the name of the victim is incorrect on the B charge, and I think her name is Darlene Maynard.
Darlene Maynard.
Yes, we have the name spelled wrong.
I'll amend it if there's no objection. to
No objection, Your Honor.
Darlene Maynard. Set $5,000 cash surety bond. Council will prepare an entry on the competency issue. Set the next hearing when I'm available. And let's see, I'm looking at the wrong one. Well, we could do it the 20th.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Let's do it the 20th, since she's probably going to be incarcerated. July
I know I'm not
20th,
back in court next year, so.
I may not be back to work.
July 20th will be your next hearing.
I can go
Yeah,
on.
we're going to ask for
You have a
protection.
$5,000 cash surety.
How does that work?
You can post $5,000 cash for the court, or you can hire bondsman, we'll roughly 10%.
Okay, can I do community service again?
I don't know what that means.
You can't do it while
You
you're,
decide
you are correct. At one point, we did get people from the jail to do
here.
community service, back in the good old
I
days.
hear it, like, I told
Not
my
allowed
property.
anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to here.
I'm gonna always leave them.
We had
Okay, I've been.
regular group of people every day for community service because they came from the
We're on
jail.
the record.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Leonard Eisenhart. Case number CRB 26420 AMD.
Somebody's got to do the entry. Well, I'm trying to work her to type it up. I want you to review it.
So are you Leonard Eisenhart? Mr. Eisenhart, it's alleged that at Fayette Township on July 7th, you knowingly caused Mark Frazier to believe you would cause physical harm to his person or property. So you've been charged with menacing. It's a fourth-degree misdemeanor, carries a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail, $250 fine. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements that are all on the record, they can be used against you. You have a right to have bond to make the state of Ohio prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt, and to have a lawyer, and to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You understand those things? How do you want to plead to this charge? You don't know what to do, not guilty is the safest plea. You want a lawyer appointed? Yeah. Do you have a job? Okay, but how much do you make a week doing that? Okay, I'll appoint a lawyer for you. Mr. Smith, you need to do this one, or are you covered up?
I started jury trial Monday and Tuesday. I'll be available next Friday. I'm on to the jail.
Well, it's just an enforce, so I don't know, what is the state's position going to be on bond for
Yeah, that would be my decision.
Eisenhower?
Well, I'm a little concerned about the fact that it says homeless on it.
Where are you from originally, Mr. Eisenhower? Is that where you're from? Where did you grow up? Beckley, okay.
We're probably okay with an OR bond.
I'll let him sign a $1,000 OR. Stay away from Mark Fraser. I'm assuming that's somebody you aren't living with. Come back to court. What did you say you're having jury trial?
Just Monday, I'm here the 17th, 20th, 24th, 31st of July.
Did you say that you're here the 20th?
I am here the 20th.
Let's do the 20th.
I can do that.
July 20th. The pre-trial for Mr. Eisenhart at 10 o'clock.
And Your Honor, on the B case, we got the wrong name as in the second line of the complaint. It should say his name and not the name that we have in there.
Okay. All right, so instead of Candy Long.
And what's the next date, Your Honor?
20th of July.
This is the 10th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus James Markham, case number TRC 252636.
Sir, are you James Markham?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Markham, it's alleged that on October the 11th, 2025, at 11:38 p.m. in Fayette Township, you were driving a vehicle while being under the influence of alcohol or drugs. It's alleged to be your first charge under the statute. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, 3-year license suspension. Minimum penalty, 3 days in treatment, $375 fine, 6-month license suspension. You're also charged with not using a turn signal. That's a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is $150 fine. You understand these charges?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You do make statements. It's on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state of Ohio prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to these charges?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
I can get myself a lawyer.
Okay.
This case was already known previously
Okay.
on August the 14th. October 14th, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
And there was a bond.
Yes, sir. And
Is this the one that Mr. Sowers bonded?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. He sent me a text about it.
Now, I have a paperwork here that I was supposed to show you stating the reasons of why I did not attend that.
You got arrested in Boyd County on October the 14th, 2025. 2 days after you bonded out here.
Yes, sir, over these here charges.
And you've been incarcerated in Boyd County since? Okay. So apparently there's a file missing or something.
Yes.
Was there an attorney appointed initially?
It does not know, he said he was going to hire an attorney.
Okay. What was the bond initially?
It was $1,000.
Okay. You think you can post a new bond?
Yes, I can.
Okay. State take any position on bond?
I wasn't completely, I didn't completely understand the reason why it's taken so long to get into court.
Well, he apparently had, I don't know if he had something pending in Boyd County that this triggered, but he got arrested there 2 days after he got arraigned here, and he's been in Boyd County Jail, is my understanding from Mr. Sauerzanian, since that happened last fall till now. And then he got transferred over here.
I was in the drug court.
In drug court? Okay.
And they terminated me.
I guess we're okay with no R bond under the circumstance. Well, if he had a bond before, I guess he should have a bond again.
Yeah, and he's out of state. So I'm going to set it at 2,000 cash or surety. You think you can post that? Okay. 2,000 cash or surety, will hire his own lawyer. How long do you think that'll take?
Up to a week.
Okay, well, I can give you more time than that. I was going to set it, I could set it July 27th or August 3rd, which would you prefer? Are you sure you're going to get out of jail?
Hopefully.
Okay. You know, if you're sure, then I don't mind going out, but I don't want to make you sit in jail for a long period of time if you're not sure. You got a family or somebody's going to post your bond?
Hopefully my mom.
Okay. Is she here today? Well, that's not a good sign.
It'll do it.
Okay. You want to go to August 3rd then? All right, I'll set your next hearing August 3rd at 10 o'clock, and I've got down that you're going to hire a lawyer. Any questions, sir? All right, so we'll let Mr. Sowers know that you want to post a bond. You can use other bail bondsmen, but he's the one that's most available. So we're going to tell him that you want to post a bond, so he'll be calling you.
State of Ohio versus Charles Burks, case number CRB 2610. Mr. Steyer's case.
Mr. Steyer's case, Charles Burks, the one we discussed in chambers this morning. Need Mr. Steyer.
Sorry, Your Honor.
All right. Let me state what I think the situation is, and then council can jump in and make additions or corrections as they wish. Mr. Burks has been in custody, well, on code to be able to post bond set by the court since February. This is a first-degree misdemeanor, so the time he can maximally be held is August 23rd, I believe.
That's the number we came up with, Your Honor.
He had been previously evaluated at the suggestion of the jail, I believe, for mental competency, and was found at that evaluation to be not competent, but nothing has happened in terms of him being admitted to the hospital for this catchment area, which is Appalachian Behavioral Hospital located in Athens. I'm willing to, based upon that, my observations of Mr. Burke and my knowledge of the file, take judicial notice that he is incompetent to stand trial and should have treatment and may be restorable, but I don't know that. So if counsel doesn't object, I'll enter an order to that effect. Now here's the issue, ma'am, Ms. Burks, Mrs. Burks. He can only be held either in jail or in a mental institution until August 23rd. That's the maximum. You'll have to be discharged at that point. So I don't know what that does with your situation, but that's the bottom line. And just from what I've seen of late, it's not the only case we have with people that are in similar situations. It's very difficult to get people into Athens. So I doubt very seriously if he'll be accepted by the hospital there before August 23rd. And he'll probably have to be discharged from jail at that time. So that's my understanding. That's what I see in this file. Counsel are able to make supplements or have anything else they wish to add to that.
I would ask that this matter be set for either the 21st or 24th of August for review, because at that point the time will run out, and if he's still sitting in the jail, at that point it's going to be incumbent on the state to dismiss the charge. I am not going to be personally available either of those days. I have a jury trial on the 21st and medical appointment that's going to stop me from being here on the 24th. So I've asked Mr. Smith, he is available at least on the 24th.
I am available just 24th.
So he can stand in for me on Mr. Brooks' behalf that day.
And I'm familiar with Mr. Brooks from a few years ago. I haven't dealt with him before, so I understand.
And what's going to happen on dates, the charge is going to be dismissed. So it's not.
Yes.
It's not legal brain surgery.
I hope not. I talked to Mr. Starr, I'm one of the
Mr. Healy.
We're in agreement with all that, Your Honor.
Ma'am, do you understand the situation that we're in?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sorry that that's where we are. There's just a lack of mental health services for our area, and I read an article recently, I was researching this a little bit, 77 of the 88 counties in Ohio, there's 88 counties in Ohio, 77 of the 88 are considered to be mental health deserts in terms of there's just not adequate services available for people with mental health issues. And we live in one of those 77 counties. So, that's where we are. I'll schedule this then for August 24th. That's the Monday after his 6 months runs, and what I anticipate is going to happen then, the charges are going to be dismissed. He could be picked up, we'll do an order, he could be picked up by ABH then at the hospital, but they'll have to discharge him then too, because that's the longest they can keep him. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, August 24th. So you should plan accordingly. I don't know what that means for you, but I want you to understand the reality of what's going to happen. August 24th will be the next hearing for Mr. Burks. It'll be a pretrial. Thank you. You're welcome.
Call me if you need anything, okay? Do I need to come?
State of Ohio versus Anthony Driver.
If you want to call in.
Case number CRA 26-113.
Thank you.
Mr. Smith's case set for morning pre-trial, actually.
We'll be taking evidence on that. I don't know if you want to do that at the end of the
Oh, it's
document.
preliminary.
I'm good with
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, so we'll call this at the end of the docket because there's going to be evidence.
Yes, Judge, and I'll go back and talk to him before we call it. Thank you.
So I'll leave it.
State of Ohio versus Bill Hardy Jr., case number CRA 2685, A&D, CRA 2684.
And Mr. Hardy says he's going to represent himself. Is that correct, sir? And it's set for preliminary hearing and pre-trial today for Mr. Hardy. He can say what's the prosecutor looking for. Mr. Hardy wants to represent himself, so.
All right, so, Your Honor, we're able to make an offer to Mr. Hardy to resolve everything, and this is after having consulted with the alleged victim in this matter, and we determined that this is a reasonable and probably the best way to resolve this, given all the circumstances that we're aware of. If Mr. Hardy would plead guilty to the misdemeanor domestic violence and accept so I don't know how many days he's been in jail, I'm going to guess.
All right, 8 days over 100, and then your extra time in here, and I've been here for today, 9 days.
How many days?
It'll be 9 days over here, 8 days in Huntington, but they do 2 days in Huntington, so it's like 16 days in Huntington.
All right, so if he served then through the weekend, this weekend, he'd have 12 days in, and we would want to suspend the remainder of 6 months if he would plead to the domestic violence, and we understand there's going to be a no contact order, and then we would nolly the other charges.
That's cool, I can talk to that person in January. Yeah, I'll take that.
You're interested in that, sir?
Yeah, so I get out Monday?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So there was a felony strangulation charge, that's 85A, and the B case, 85B, was disrupting public services. So the state's agreeing both those charges would be dismissed if there's a guilty plea to 2684, which was a domestic violence, no, I'm sorry, it's an assault charge, not domestic violence, assault, involving rape and sites. Is that correct? Wow.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, do you understand that, Mr. Hardy? Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay, so you're entering a guilty plea to the assault.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything you want to tell me about it?
I mean, honestly, I'm not going to a lot of ways, but what I did in Huntington, when I saw her in Huntington, I was wrong for that. She went to the court. I wish she would have 12 years. She didn't.
Okay. All right, so the state's going to nolly the more serious charges, 2685 A and B are dismissed.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And guilty plea on the assault. And you served a total of how many days in jail?
9 over here.
9, and how many were you in Cabell County?
Those days over there, it's 8, but they will be 16. So they should be 2 days of time.
Okay, but the actual time is 17 days, you said, right? So I'm going to give you credit for that. I'll give you a 180-day jail sentence and credit for 17. So you'll have 163 suspended. So as long as you don't violate any probation or anything, you won't have to serve those jail days. So you're ordered to stay away from rape and sites. Columbus, okay, good idea. Okay, I order you to stay away from Raven sites, no contact orders. Whatever mark you can make is sufficient. No community service. Review hearing January the 11th or 27th. I'll give you a $100 fine and court costs. Review hearing on January the 11th next year. Get your fine and court costs paid by then. You don't have to come down for it. Okay, well, hold on. We're not finished. You'll get out Monday whenever they get the paperwork done. So, any questions, Mr. Hardy?
I can send $100 over like.
You can pay it online. You don't have to come here. We got our website. You can go there and pay your fine for January 11th for next hearing, 9 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Destiny Pruitt. Case number CRB 241030.
All right, Ms. Pruitt is here today. She has been at Southern Hope. I just removed an ankle monitor from her on Monday and told her she had to finish, and she left. Was it the same day or the next day?
Same day. Couple hours after.
At least she did come here to court.
I left because I was having problems with the girl at the treatment center. I didn't need to be caught. I went to the next day after I left Southern Hope and got into an appointment at Tampering recovery. And I had set up a Sublocade shot for the 22nd. I didn't need to get high.
Okay, I want you to go back to Southern Hope. Because here's the problem. If I allow one person to move, everybody wants to move. Every time somebody looks at them sideways, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go to XYZ. And then everybody jumps back and forth. So I don't allow them unless you got a really, really good reason. So you got to go back there or stay in jail. What's your choice? Okay, I figured you would. Okay, you're released to Southern Hope without an ankle monitor, and you're going to stay and do what you're supposed to, right? And go back there and tell everybody, look, if you don't want to go to jail, you got to stay and do what you're told to do, when you're told to do it, how you're told to do it, or you're going to go to jail.
I understand.
Okay. I'll set your next pretrial for August 3rd, 10 o'clock. You'll pick her up at the jail?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Your Honor.
I think we might there's something wrong with it. Just said it.
State of Ohio versus Randall Jenkins. Case number CRA 26422, David Day. CRC 261063.
It's all right.
Randall Jenkins, are you representing Mr. Sauer on another case?
I have him on another case, Your Honor.
261063, excuse me, is the case you're representing him on. And it was actually on the docket for a pretrial today.
Correct, Your Honor.
Looks like there's a new charge. Have you seen the new charge?
I'm looking at it now. There's a possession of liver-related compound F5 and tampering with evidence F3. We would waive reading of these. They're both felonies, so there's not going to be a there's not going to be a plea entered. And I guess discuss with the state what they're looking for in terms of bond and then make a determination on when it's set for preliminary hearing.
And they arose out of the same incident. Looks like.
I guess I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, it's the same day as the OVI charge that he had been here on before. I set the bond in on the OVI at $5,000 cash for surety. Is that sufficient?
Is he still in on that bond, or is he never arrested?
I don't think he ever got out.
Okay, he's still in on that bond.
All right, so what we would want to see is if Mr. Jenkins was willing to go to treatment, be assessed to go to treatment.
You have a medical card. Understand. He doesn't have a medical card. Is there anyone who's willing to talk? Bobby Lyons, so I'm just gonna allow the state or the court to send somebody back off of it.
So, do you want to go to a Christian program or a secular program?
It would really matter to me.
Okay. Are you a Christian?
I can't say I'm one thing if, you know, somebody believes in something they believe in, you know what I mean? But I'm not necessarily.
Well, I'm just asking your own personal beliefs, so.
But it sounds like that may not be, it might be a secular program, might be better, Your Honor.
All right, and you are from South Point, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying that.
Or is that where you're from originally?
I'm not actually from Ironton.
Ironton, okay, well. Let's try RRS. Do we need a GPS or not? Did I hear a rumor of a more serious charge to be considered, or?
I think that these were the charges.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be filed.
I didn't hear that.
Attempted homicide.
Oh. Well, nobody told me, amazingly. I think we'd like to find that out in order to recommend the appropriate bond.
Okay, so I'll let you've already talked, have you already talked with him?
I have, Your Honor.
Let's just recall it and I'll do the bond later. Get the state a chance to investigate that.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Raymond Wall, case number TRD 23530, A, B, and C.
Sir, you Raymond Wall? It's alleged that you missed a sentencing hearing back in December of 25. So this past December, you were supposed to be in court for sentencing. You had a bond up. Must have fell through the cracks. I think we got Mr. Sowers after you. Did Mr. Sowers get after you about this, or how did you get back in custody? No? Do you admit or deny that you failed to come to court over your sentencing? You admit it? It was, and it looks like it's just a driving suspension and a distracted driving and a lane violation. Was a wreck, but I think it was just your car. Is that right? Do you have an explanation for not coming back to court? I didn't understand what you said. You're on the streets? What are you doing now? Where's that? Scotttown, that's a good place to live. It's a good place to be from. Where in Scotttown? It's a big metropolis. That's where my family, I never lived there, but all my family's from. Wagner's Branch, okay. Well, we were so prominent out there, we had our own ridge, Capitol Ridge, out don't know if you ever heard of that. It's a gravel road off of Greasy Ridge. Mr. Hill's family's from out there too. He's from the side of the family that did really well. He moved into the big city, and they don't like to admit their Greasy Ridge, Perkins Ridge, Capitol Ridge roots, but they all came from out there too.
Oh, did you ever hear me say that? I never said that. You may
That's
have
kind of
talked
assumed
to,
it.
you might have talked to cousin Dick or something back in the day. And,
So anyway, how long you been in jail now? Where'd you get picked up? Boyd County. You must have, you have some other charges over here other than this? This is it? Down in Ironton? Common Police Court? Okay, well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish this up by your jail time. So your case is completed by jail. Here. I mean, you still gotta go to Common Pleas and take care of whatever they want done, but your case here is finished by the jail time you serve. Okay? Good luck.
John, we have some cases for calls, recalls, and jail. We're not ready for that yet.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Raphael Mosai. Case number TRD 251497.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. This is an old case from back in, about a year ago, July 25.
Yes, sir.
It alleges that on June 29th of 2025, you were in the village of South Point driving with a suspended license. First degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I'm a nurse extern at St. Mary's over in Huntington.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes, sir.
How much per hour?
$12.50.
How many hours a week you work?
Probably about 12.
Oh, you're part-time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I assume Mr. Davenport left, but I don't...
Yes, I believe you.
He did, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Smith, I'll appoint you.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, sir.
I'll withdraw the capias. There have been a capias for you.
What's that?
Order to arrest you since you didn't show up for your hearing.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So now you're here, I'll let you sign a $1,000 signature bond. As long as you show up, I don't have to post the money. Do you have your license back, or
One more time?
do you have a license now?
Yes, sir. I had a license at the time, actually.
Okay. Well, talk to Mr. Smith, maybe we can get it dismissed.
Absolutely.
Sign here, sir?
Yes. That's just your promise to show up in court.
You want to do the 10th or 14th of August?
I could do the 10th, Judge.
August 10th, do the next hearing.
Assistant Carlton.
Your Honor, will he need fingerprints?
No.
He's going to give you time to come in before August 10th to sit down and talk with him. I'll get your paperwork. We'll talk. Okay, he'll call you. August 10th is the next day. Yeah, he'll give you time to come in the office, but your next time in court's August 10th. Write your cell number down there at the top so I'll have it. In case he has to call you back or something. He goes to lunch and noon, and once he might call after. Well, he might be here still, so.
August 10th at 9?
August the 10th, 10.
10 to 10.
At 10, okay.
Yep, I'll see him, I'll get you.
Y'all have a good day.
Yeah.
State of Ohio versus Lomarise Cox, here at court. Case number TRC 26920 A and B. Lomarise Cox.
Mr. Stiers' case, it's after pre-trial.
Your Honor, I got a call this morning from someone purporting to be Mr. Cox's mother, who advised me that he was in custody in Cabell County, West Virginia, at the Western Regional Jail. I have confirmed that he is in custody. The individual that called indicated they don't believe he'll be out of custody in West Virginia for a period of 6 to 9 months.
Okay. But this is an OVI, so it's a serious charge. What's the state want to do?
We just asked for a bench warrant, Your Honor.
Okay. The bench warrant issued, he hasn't been so long though.
I've asked his family to have him contact me as soon as he's out of jail, and we'll make arrangements to get him in as quick as we can.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Braden Patterson, case number TRC 26718,
Mr. Steyer's case set for pretrial.
Your Honor, this matter is an OVI with a urine screen. It is still outstanding. The state and I discussed this earlier, and I guess I'm saying this, the state would make a motion to continue this to the 24th of July, which is kind of the end of the time that they have to get the results in before the 90 days, but not exactly the end.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe the end is July 31st, so I guess the end is near. But, so we need to come back a little bit before that.
Okay. Is that enough? The docket's actually better on the 20th. Are you better on the 20th?
Let me check my calendar. There's a couple days I'm not, but I am available the 20th.
Let's do it the 20th. July 20th will be the next hearing, 10 o'clock.
Good. Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Benjamin Shepherd, case number CRB 26348.
Mr. Steyer's case, pretrial.
I believe the state has a motion on this matter.
Your Honor, it turns out that the vehicle was returned to the victim even before the NCIC alert was put out. So it was a very short period of time. I think that the explanation by the alleged victim here was that maybe she overreacted a little bit. So she was okay with the dismissal of the charge, and we're willing to go ahead and do that.
You know.
Thank you. Case is dismissed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Williams Spalding, case number TRD 26338, A and B, CRB 25601, A, B, C, D, and E, CRB 23512.
Mr. Steyer's case.
Your Honor, based on a couple different things going on right now. One is a still pending driving under suspension, and the other is a collection of cases that are in review status. Mr. Spalding is working toward getting his license reinstated. He has run into some problems, that being that I guess there's a requirement of a SR-22, and he doesn't have the money to pay for that right now, but expects that he can get that money together, get that paid, and get himself reinstated fairly quickly. In the meantime, I believe he's done some community service.
He was there yesterday.
Okay. And he's supposed to be getting assessed and treated for substance use.
Where's that at?
Well, I haven't been the last few weeks, but I've been seeing Nina over at OVP in Huntington the last about 4 or 5 weeks in a row. I can have her, I can call her up and have her send you a letter.
Mr. Man is here. You get a report from him. And there's also ordered to be restitution paid to those.
Yes, Your Honor. I just found out about the restitution amount and the amount of days for community service this past week, and I will work towards that starting Monday.
You have a report on Spalding?
I do not.
Okay.
Can we get a report?
Yeah, I can.
No, it's Nina over at OVP.
But she's OVP.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's with OVP. She's not Nina, but she's works for OVP.
Okay, let's recall and for a report
Have a seat.
from OVP.
Here, Josh.
Okay, we'll recall later.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Corey Craig Easton, case number CRB 26371A and B, CRA 25810. Mr. Stratton is on Zoom, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Stratton is here. The last I heard, she was at ARC.
Yeah, so why we put it on for today, I'm doing a video with you, I'm going to see how she was doing.
We probably need to have because OVP took her there, Mr. Mann is here, maybe she can call ARC and try to get us an updated report. You don't have any information, Mr. Stratton?
I do not, Your Honor.
I actually reached out to them this morning, and I'm waiting on a phone call back.
Okay, she's already contacted ARC and is trying to get information. The court can receive that. If you want to be present, it's okay. I'm not going to require you to be present as long as you consent to the report being made to the court.
Yeah, I consent, Your Honor, and you can set it any day, like even in August, except the 17th and 24th. And if Mr. Minute will just let me know what's going on, that would be great.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
This is another one we'll recall later, Doctor.
All right.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Clay Stark, case number CRB 21922, TRC 213597, ABC and D, and CRA 061221, TRD 063654.
Mr. Steyer's case.
Your Honor, Mr. Stark is with, your focus? No.
No, my mom's in the hospital.
Okay, I apologize. Your Honor, this matter, what we're dealing with here are a number of old cases that are in the review posture. Mr. Stark has not gotten much done recently, however, the reasons for that are currently that his mother's in the hospital, and then prior there was.
He still has, I'm showing 2 files that are unresolved, one of which is an OVI from 2021 that's still pending, December 21st, 2021, and it looks like, well, it's his 7th lifetime. I'm not sure what the law was back in 2021, but there was priors in 06, and then prior to that, 97. So that's still pending, and then there's 21-922 still pending, and that was a possession of drug paraphernalia. Those have been pending for quite a while.
And Your Honor, I discussed it with the state. I don't have a specific offer yet on the pending charges. So it's pending that. I'll communicate it to Mr. Stark.
Do we know what you want to offer, or do you know the pre-trial?
I believe this is a first offense as it's charged because
It's a second, because I was looking at it from
It's
today.
a refusal.
Well, there's that, and in 21, the one before that was in...
06.
Which is outside the 10-year limit.
Yeah, it's a first and 10.
With a refusal and a prior in 20.
But then it's the 7th or 8th lifetime.
Right.
And I'm also looking at the time frame of those ones a long time ago would have indicated a felony, but I don't know that it was ever charged as a felony. But so he's got quite a history. I'm not quite sure what we would offer at this time, except that it is pretty serious, and usually situations like this, in 2021, there was an indication that he was on methadone, so if he still has substance abuse issues, that could play into our decision as to how to proceed with this and what we would be recommending, whether he would want to get treatment or not.
In that case, Your Honor, what I would suggest would be that we set another pretrial in this matter, and I would advise Mr. Stark, it's his option obviously at this point, but I would advise him to go ahead and get a substance abuse assessment from one of our providers, and when we come back, based on that assessment, the state may be...
I'm in treatment. I'm
Where?
actually on step down.
Where at?
At Hayden Treatment Center.
Huntington Treatment Center, I think that's Methadone Clinic.
Yeah, I'm on my way out and I'm going down.
What are you at now?
90 milligrams.
And how high were you at one time?
I'm just now starting now.
Okay.
90's the highest I've
He's at
ever
90 and he's beginning step down. I don't know if anyone, is there anyone here that can talk to somebody that's on methadone?
Any outpatient facilities, like inpatient, OVP, or TPC or something like that, or home health.
So if someone, again, my thought would be to have someone take it, give an opportunity to speak to somebody who'd like to do that, and we can come in here and come back in a few weeks or time frame.
Sounds like there's some options there. August 3rd?
I am here August 3rd, and we've already set something that day.
All right, August 3rd will be the next hearing for Mr. Stark.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
So, does somebody want to speak to him?
State of Ohio versus Mariah Hanna, case number TRC 26755 A and B.
Thank you.
You have a lawyer?
No, I haven't been able to find one that was available today.
Do you still want to hire your own lawyer, or how do you want to proceed?
Yeah, I want to hire my own, but I was going to ask you for a continuance.
Okay, this is the first pretrial. You'll have to waive time constraints to do that, you understand?
I don't know what that means.
Well, you have a right to make the state bring your case to trial within a certain time frame, but you're the one delaying because you're trying to get a lawyer, so this time isn't going to run against the state's requirements to bring you to trial. Do you understand that?
Yeah, but I can't get a court-appointed lawyer, right? That's what you told me last time because I make too much money.
Yeah, well, I can reevaluate you if you want. What's your income?
It's still the same.
Well, I don't remember.
Well, it's seven. I work 7 days a week, make $16.50 an hour. So.
Okay. Do you have any dependents?
No.
$17 an hour, and you're working how many hours?
Anywhere from like 60 to.
Oh, you get overtime? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're not, I mean, for a single person, the limit is, I just recalculated it this week, it's 187% of the federal poverty rate. So, $29,920. If you make more than $29,920 and you don't have any dependents, I can't give you a court-appointed lawyer. It sounds like you're making more than that.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, so I'll give you more time to try to get a lawyer.
Okay.
But you do understand you're waiving time constraints.
Yeah.
So how much time do you think you need?
Honestly, I don't know.
I'll give you 17 days, so that's more than 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
So July the 27th will be your next hearing, 10 o'clock. You'll have to sign a form that just acknowledges you're waiving your time constraints by asking for a continuance.
Where do I sign it?
All right, Mr. Hill, the prosecutor.
You just.
Oh, he's already signed it. Okay.
Oh,
You just
yeah,
did, so you already signed it. Okay, you're free to go.
All right, thanks.
State of Ohio versus Gregory Martin, case number TRD 26431 A and B. Gregory Martin.
Good morning. Still.
Good morning. This is set for free trial you have a lawyer, sir?
No, sir.
All right, are you going to represent yourself? Are you
Yes,
going
sir.
to hire a lawyer? or-
Yes, sir. All I have to do is just to pay my reinstatement fine. That
You're trying to get
previous-
your license.
Yes,
right?
yes, that's all that's remaining.
So you're asking for a continuance?
Yes, sir, if that's okay.
How much time do you think you need?
A couple weeks, a month, whatever.
Sometimes it takes longer than you think.
That's fine.
Let's make it a month at least.
That'd be fine.
Mondays or Fridays?
Fridays,
14th of August will be your next hearing.
10 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
You too.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey Abbott, case number TRD 26936, TRC 192363 A and B. Your Honor, he's now on Zoom. He was called for review this morning.
All right, Jeffrey Abbott is by teleconference for review on 2 cases. All right, have you done anything on your case, Mr. Abbott?
No, but I've been in treatment. I haven't been able to do anything. I could probably call my mom and see if she'll pay all my fines, so.
Where are you in treatment?
My pleasure.
Okay. I want them to send me in a report that you're in treatment, and,
He did, she sent a letter.
okay, I don't have it. How'd she send it?
Emailed it.
To who?
She's pulling it up right now, Your Honor. Amber Terry.
Amber Terry. Okay. All right, so, we'll go another month out.
Okay.
We'll set it for August 10th
Yes, sir.
at 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
No warrant then, I'll cancel. You did appear. Okay, August 10th is your next hearing.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Trevor Hodge, case number CRD 2379, CRA 2378.
Trevor Hodge is for review, set for review today. He's at RRS, and I've got a report dated today. Okay, this is what he did, you must have called him, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's got a good report. You've got just a little bit left to do on your fines.
I plan on paying that off today, Your Honor.
Okay. But I don't see that you're saying that he's completed.
He is stepping down from one of our houses, outpatient services.
Okay. Let's go a couple months out, maybe we'll finish you up then, so we'll make it in September, your next
They
hearing.
told me I was graduating without an application.
What is it back here?
September 11th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Go see the clerk.
State of Ohio versus Robert Jenkins, case number TRD 261220 A and B, CRB 26424 A and B. Is that right?
You are Robert Jenkins? Yes, sir.
And you're Robert L. Jenkins Jr.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jenkins, 26424A alleges failure to stop after an accident. And the state's alleging that at Rome Township, June 30th, you were operating a motor vehicle involved in an accident or collision, did not remain at the scene of the accident, and it was a 94 Ford Ranger that they're alleged to have crashed. So that's a first degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. 26424B alleges that you failed to keep your vehicle on the right half of the roadway. That's a minor misdemeanor, maximum penalty is $150 fine. Do you understand these charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes.
How do you want to plead to these charges?
I'm going to plead guilty.
Guilty means you're admitting it's true. You waive your rights to have a trial with a lawyer if you enter a guilty plea. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Does the state have a report and a recommendation on this?
Yes, Your Honor. All right. Unit number 1 was traveling southbound on County Road 411 while Unit 2 was traveling northbound. Unit 1 drove left of center, striking Unit 1. Unit 2 driver stated Unit 1 seemed to be moving at a high rate of speed. Unit 2 driver stated that Unit 1 made contact with the pole as he came around the curve. However, after clearing the crash scene, I saw no additional damage to any property. Unit 1 driver verbally stated over the phone a possible concussion. Unit 2 driver reported his shoulder was hurting. No other injuries were reported at the time of the incident. This is the crash report. Unit 1 driver left the scene of the crash accident prior to my arrival. This is the trooper speaking. He was unable to be found after I cleared the crash scene. Once Nicely's towing had arrived on scene, the driver of the tow truck stated he knew the driver of Unit 1 and showed a picture to the Unit 2 driver and the people that arrived in the crash after the crash occurred who saw the driver of Unit 1. The Unit 2 driver and the people who saw the driver of Unit 1 verbally stated that the picture matched the driver of Unit 1. And then on July the 6th, Mr. Jenkins stated over the phone that he does not recall the accident and that he has a concussion. Mr. Jenkins stated that he did not go to the hospital for his potential injuries that occurred from this crash accident. I attempted to make contact with Mr. Jenkins at the address he had given me over the phone. However, there was no house at that address, so we need to know what his address is. Unit 1 driver is being cited for 454902A1, leaving the scene of the crash, and 4511.25A left of center. Both charges are filed by affidavit at the Lawrence County Municipal Court. So basically, he caused the crash and left the scene. And then later on, said he didn't remember.
I do see that you had insurance, apparently.
Yes, sir.
Did you turn it into your insurance company?
I actually called him Monday and told him about it.
Okay. So
I had to pay a payment too Monday, so.
What's the state's position on sentencing?
One thing that we are going to need to figure out is restitution. And there was an injury apparently to the other driver, complained that his shoulder was hurt. So we'll have to find out about that as well.
So you're going to set a sentencing hearing and have those people notice that they can come in and give information to the court?
Yes, one thing I see here is that they report that Mr. Jenkins had financial responsibility, so at least
Right. He says he notified this company this past Monday.
all right, yes, so we'll need some time to run that down.
So, knowing how insurance companies delay, I'd say we need to wait at least a month so that the other people can say whether they've been contacted or what's going on with the insurance company, because they take their time. Time is money. So I would suggest a month or so to come back for sentencing. And that gives you some time to get a hold of them. Who was your company, Mr.?
It's a Geico.
What is it?
Geico.
Geico, okay.
Yeah.
So you can pass that information on to them if they haven't been contacted, that they could contact Geico. So the 10th or after, what, do you have a preference, sir, as to when to come back?
No, sir.
Well, usually Mondays are better. So let's do Monday, August the 10th, so that's exactly 1 month for a sentencing hearing. So that way the other people can be notified. If they want to be here, they can. And hopefully by then they will have heard from your insurance company and maybe they'll have everything worked out, but I doubt it. We'll see. So sentencing is scheduled for August the 10th at 10 o'clock. You can sign a $1,000 signature bond. That just means as long as you come to court when you're ordered to, you don't have to post any money. It's just, you're guaranteeing you'll be here. Okay, that's all.
State of Ohio versus Amy Van Zant, case number CRA 2558 A and B, TRC 25830.
Mr. Smith.
She's supposed to go today. She's supposed to go today.
Yeah, I told him if I wasn't out, I knew I'd go ahead and call.
Approach your honor.
Yes. Okay, so we got a, is this my copy?
Yeah, you keep it.
Her appointment was for 12:15 today. She's going to call and reschedule. She told him she was in court.
Yeah, he actually called me.
Yeah, but he called her. At the end of the letter, it says there's an appointment today.
Okay, what's the state's pleasure? I mean, she's already been sentenced on the OVI. We've got this pending, she's got a possession and those are tampering with evidence too.
Well, I didn't read the whole report. I don't know if they're saying that she's completed their program.
They're not saying that.
So we're okay to have her continue. Hopefully she's seeing the benefits of it. We'd like to have another review hearing to see how things are going.
We agree, Judge. That'd be fine.
Okay. Let's do the end of August. What's your schedule?
I'm here the 10th, 17th, 21st.
21st.
Yes, sir. August 21st.
August 21st will be your next
10 o'clock, or as soon as you get called up. August 21st. Yeah, 10. You just don't know how to come before you. Get a good report.
I sure will. He was asking me. He was ready to talk, and he said, no.
Okay.
I mean, I like him. I got a really good job. Really great.
Good.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Robert Winnetka, case number CRA 26326.
Mr. Smith's case, come there again.
She's still on dinner, 2 hours behind.
Okay.
Oh,
He is coming.
apparently he's outpatient transports himself.
All right. We'll recall.
He's from Denver, he might still be on Denver time, like 2 hours.
State of Ohio versus Carrie Pinkerton, Carrie Lee Pinkerton, case number TRC 26454, A, B, and C.
Judge, I've had a chance, since this was first called up, to speak with my client, and she's been in treatment since 2024. She doesn't believe she needs further treatment and is not interested in going back to treatment at this point. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, I have my own apartment and stuff.
She has two OVIs pending now.
Yeah.
She's the one with the Ironton case that came up yesterday. It's pending.
I was supposed to bring a paper about the gabapentin last time, and I brought it. And the other one, I actually didn't even get pulled over. I was on the side of the road, and somebody called the cops.
What's the urine?
Oh, okay.
The urine on this one,
Okay.
we should have it back March of 26.
It's gabapentin only.
Gabapentin only, Judge. We were hopeful to get it dismissed upon proof of prescription, but we had a little hiccup because of what happened yesterday. The state's, if I'm correct, not willing at this point to dismiss this because of the other allegation. And she does have the prescription for the
Here's for April, and then...
Well, just because she's got a prescription doesn't mean she's not abusing it.
Yeah, well, I understand, but that was kind of where we're headed, but we're not headed there at this point. I guess is my statement. I think we probably need to come back. I don't know how soon the other one's set.
The next court date is like July 29th. It's like the end of the
Who's
month.
representing you in your Ironton case?
Brittany Walters.
Bethany.
Oh, Bethany, I'm sorry, but Bethany Walters. She's taken appointments in Ironton, and but trying to get her down this way, but it hadn't worked yet.
Not somebody I know.
No, she's not too long. She's been taking appointments up there. I hear the 31st.
Come
of
back
July.
after that case is set. When's it set?
It's set for July 29th. I'm here 31st.
And that's got a urine screening.
Well, actually,
So
29th is a Wednesday.
It's going to be a while.
It's a Thursday, maybe?
I know it's the end of the month. It may be at the, yeah,
It
the
was
30th,
the 30th.
July 30th.
It's July 30th.
It is because
Her next court date.
my
on that.
sister's birthday is July 30th.
But they're not going to have the results by then.
It doesn't sound like it, but that's when it's set.
It's gonna say the same thing. I mean, I'm just saying, it's gonna say the same thing.
I'm available the 31st, or I've got August dates as well, Judge, whatever.
I don't know that it's going to do us much good until we see what the results are.
More than just keep our finger on it, but I agree. It's probably going to be September or late August.
Well, I don't want to wait that long.
Oh, I understand.
If she's going to do outpatient, it needs to be intensive outpatient.
Which means what? Like what we're doing? Okay.
Let's do can you do a month, the 10th of August?
I can, Judge, yes.
August 10th.
But I'll talk to your lawyers. We can coordinate these. See you August 10th.
At 10, right?
It's correct,
Yeah, 10th at 10 again.
The 10th at 10.
That's what today was, too.
Exactly. We'll see you then. It was a good report.
State of Ohio versus Laura Municipal, case number CRB 26147.
Ms. Linville here.
I don't think she is. You want this?
Well, you need your file.
Yeah.
I'll put it in your file. I'll have it if you need it. Thank you.
This one, open one up.
All right, Ms. Linville is here. You're a lawyer, Ms. Linville. Mr. Morker has retired. So he's unable to represent you. Case is set for trial today, so we will not be having a trial. I I'll give you another lawyer.
Sir, Your
Yes.
Honor, can I just go ahead and plead guilty today, or?
Well, let's see what the state wants to offer you, and you can decide if that's something you're interested in.
Okay.
Well, the state would be interested, we don't want her to go to jail today or anything like that. We'd like her to do some community service and pay a fine and stay out of Walmart. And I'm sure the court will want her to take a drug screen, and if she has drug issues, we want her to do some treatment. But we'd ask for a suspended jail.
Is that something you're interested in?
So, community service, what days would that be on?
Any day but Sunday.
So I could do it on Saturday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And a fine, and you said suspended jail sentence? Yes, I would take
Of
that.
course, the judge is the one that makes that final decision, but that'd be our request.
Okay.
If you're agreeable to doing this without a lawyer, I can appoint another lawyer for you if you want.
I'll do it today.
Okay, you say you're entering a guilty plea today, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea. So before I send you, what I always do on these is because I get so many people that have drug problems, I'm going to have you go take a urine screen. And if you're positive, I'm going to make you get treatment. So go with Mr. Peter, I'll show you where to go to do the urine screen.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
And then you'll come back and finish it.
State of Ohio versus Daniel Doss, case number TRC 26572A and D. CRB 4, TRC 26483 ABC and D.
Got his driver's license, got to work, and a job. Good report.
He hasn't had a driver's license in 11 years, sir.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
So, what sort of a time frame would we be looking to come back on?
6 weeks?
Okay. 6 weeks puts us into early September. I'm available the 11th.
That's fine. September the 11th for sentencing.
What's that date, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
September 11th, 10 o'clock for sentencing. Okay, good job, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
State of Ohio recalls Robert Winnetka, case number CRA 26226.
He is here now. Dismiss case, warning, and set RRS. It's a good report. Excuse me.
He just has certain ones on.
Stay the course.
Yes, Judge, that'll be my recommendation.
So we can go to September with him to now. Do that 11th day.
Actually, I'm in a trial Thursday, Friday, the 10th and 11th.
What's the 7th?
The 7th is Labor Day on my calendar.
Okay. 14th?
Yes.
September 14th will be the next hearing. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. That's good work.
State of Ohio versus Tara Stover, CRB 25-590, Tara Stover. Set for sentencing, Your Honor. Tara Stover.
Sentencing, restitution, this year. She's supposed to remain inpatient.
Yeah, I think it's
She was at hometown. Tara Stover.
Your Honor, if this can be recalled, she's gonna check and see if she's still at home.
Okay, thank you. I removed her ankle monitor the last time, June 1st, so maybe that wasn't a good idea.
She did leave, Your Honor.
Okay. Be a bench warrant.
State of Ohio recalls Philip Wallace, CRB 26284.
Mr. Smith's case, pretrial.
It is, Judge. After taking a break, speak to my client, we'd like to set this for one more pretrial. We talked probation, what a probation would entail. I think we're going to resolve this, but we'd like one more pretrial possible.
August 3rd.
I'm here, Judge, yes. Thank you for you.
August 3rd, perfect.
Yep.
August 3rd, will be your next pretrial, 10 o'clock.
That's your next word.
State of Ohio recalls William Spalding, case number CRD 26338, CRD 25601, ABCD and E, CRD 23512. William Spalding. Waiting on an OVP report.
Okay, Ms. Met. Have a report. Okay, let's call something else. We'll do everything here.
State of Ohio recalls Laura Linville, case number CRD 26147.
Okay, negative screen, good. Good job.
I didn't have a doubt. I'm a recovering addict. I've been clean for almost a year and a half now.
Congratulations. The problem here is, as you know, probably from this community, I'm going to guess, I haven't actually sit down and crunched the numbers, but the people that I get for shoplifting, 80%, I'm going to say, have dirty screens. So,
Your Honor, I have nothing on my record. I'm sure you probably already know that.
is there anything you want to tell me about this before I sentence you?
Well, the reason I'm pleading guilty is because I was with Kim, and she was dumping them beads in that thing in front of me, which I should have walked away then. I was having a bad week. I was trying to plan my daughter's baby shower. I had an eyeliner in my hand. When we get to the register, I'm scanning, like she's scanning her stuff, I'm bagging it, and I throw the eyeliner in there, not even thinking. So I am guilty by association, and that's why I'm pleading guilty.
Okay. State take any position on sentencing?
Your Honor, just that we asked that she be ordered to do some community service, and we would ask for suspended jail time. And we appreciate her honesty.
Okay, I'll give you a $50 fine, court costs, 10 days in jail suspended, order to stay out of Walmart, 5 days community service, you can do it any day but Sunday here at the court, 2 years of probation, level 5.
What's that mean, Your Honor?
I'm sorry?
What's level 5 probation?
Non-reporting, so you don't have to report except for a review hearing. So I'm going to set it for January, I'm giving you 6 months to get this done. If you get it done before January the 11th of next year, you don't have to show up. But I have to set these dates because people won't do what they're ordered to do. Do you believe that or not?
Yes.
A lot of them don't do a darn thing. And then that's judgment day. So if you're not doing anything and you don't show up, you automatically get a warrant, and that's how you can go to jail. Just do this and you'll never see the inside of the jail.
Okay.
January the 11th, get it done before then, you don't even have to show up. If you haven't got it done, you had a good reason, like show up and tell me why you couldn't get it done and ask for more time. If you blow it off and you haven't got it done, you're going to get a warrant. Go meet with Mr. Major in probation before you leave. He'll give you some paperwork. and you're free to go. It's to
Okay.
the left as you leave the courtroom, back where you went for the urine screen.
Okay, and what about the fine? How do I pay that, or where do I get that set up at?
You can pay it online, you can come into the clerk and pay it like the old-fashioned way, in person,
Okay.
in cash.
Do you have a roundabout, you said $50 plus court costs, how much is the
It'll
court
be
cost?
$175.
So, okay, 175 plus 50.
No, 175 total should be. There might be a attorney fee, so it's gonna be 200.
200?
200 total for all the court costs and your time.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good luck to you.
State of Ohio recalls William Spalding.
Mr. Steyer's case, we're getting a report from OVP.
Okay, so Mr. Spalding has not been at OVP for a while, so they didn't have any type of update or anything for him. So, I mean, if he's willing to get reestablished, they would be willing to take him back.
Well, that's what I was afraid of. So we gotta get busy with this and do it and not mess around. So I want you to come back pretty quickly, and I want a good report from OVP at the next hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
I think you said you're here the 31st, Mr. Steyer?
I am, Your Honor.
July 31st.
Thank you, Your
So
Honor.
you get 3 weeks, and I want you to get me a report from OVP, and that'd be good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Don't blow it off.
I won't.
31st.
And you can get him set up with time?
Yes.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Corey Craig Easton on a recall, waiting on, this event was waiting on a report.
Who did we say? I'm sorry.
Corey Craig Easton.
Oh, yeah, so I
From
did
ARC?
just speak with ARC. She is still in there and she is not stabilized yet, so they said that they would keep me updated. And I just informed them that once she is stabilized, we'll take her back to OVP to get her placed or whatever we need to do.
Okay, so I think what we should do with her, let's just, maybe next week, next Friday, check on it again. I'll put it on the docket for next Friday.
Okay.
Keep checking on her. So I think that's a good place for her to be.
Yeah, they said they're working with her, but she's just not there yet, so.
Okay. Not surprised.
Yeah.
July 17th will be the next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Randall Jenkins, who's back in holding. Case number CRA 26422A and B, TRC 261063. Randall Jenkins.
Okay, we were giving the state some time to figure out if there's going to be additional charges and what their position was going to be on bond for Mr. Jenkins.
So, Your Honor, this is the case in which Mr. Jenkins is alleged to have dispersed fentanyl inside the officer's cruiser. And there was some discussion about whether there should be an attempted homicide type charge filed as a result of that. But we determined that the charge of the tampering charge was the appropriate thing to do. And so that's what we
Gonna stick with
settled
that.
on, yes.
Okay. Well, under the circumstances, I'm okay with him getting treatment, but I think he needs to have an ankle monitor. I think we need to up the ante because of the circumstances. So I'd be okay with him going to treatment, but he's gonna have to wear an ankle monitor. And what that means, sir, is if you cut and run with an ankle monitor, especially if you cut, you're gonna wind up going to prison.
I'm not a runner, so.
So, variable.
Practical matter, problems again, on Monday.
And RRS is going to take him?
Yes.
Okay. Are you here, Mike?
I'm pretty sure I don't know where I'm at. I think I am.
Let's just just put it on the docket then, but I'll go ahead and do it in order that he can be released to RRS on placement of a GPS monitor. But in my experiences, usually don't happen on Friday mornings.
Correct.
So we'll put it, just to make sure it does happen, we'll put you back on the docket for Monday, the 13th, as a preliminary hearing. And it's probably going to happen then. And we'll reschedule it after that, so. Okay, GPS, RRS. His bond will be 2,000 OR, once that happens.
State of Ohio recalls Anthony Driver, back to holding, case number CRA 26-413.
Is this the one taking? This is taking testimony, Your Honor. I've got one more case that's not.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, hold off on driver, we're going to have to take evidence on that. What's the?
Mr. Dement, Trevor Dement.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Trevor Dement. Case number CRA 25309, CRB 25311, A and B, and others.
And I guess technically I don't think I've been reappointed to this, but I think it completed back a few months ago, but my understanding was it was added on today, I was told.
Okay, he's back on the docket today, and I've got a letter from UFR. He was referred by RRS, and are you interested in QOT?
No, Your Honor, we have an issue.
Okay, well,
Do we want to approach?
yeah.
Can we approach, Your Honor?
I'm sorry.
Can we approach?
Yeah.
I'm not aware of it. I'm not sure we had pleaded these things. I'm not clear. I don't know what charge. I don't think anything that is pre-conviction at this point. I don't want to get wrong.
25309 is pending.
What, now what is this?
25309, possession of cocaine. 5 cases pending.
So, yeah, that's not a new charge.
That was from, we had a ring on it in May of 25.
Well, let me go watch this stuff back into the
He actually failed to appear for a hearing on March 1, 26.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe it was very,
Okay.
And you put him on echo. You went to RS and went to.
Yes.
okay, I thought, okay, I have that.
The treatment.
Okay.
And we didn't have the files. We continued to go really into figuring out exactly what's going on.
How long?
He's at UFR now.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Dement is at UFR now, having been transferred there. It's my understanding because of some issues with the RRS. So that's not a situation the court really likes, but it happened. So we're going to look into this and what should take place and evaluate, because there's quite a few files here. And I understand we're going to do that and within, how about the 27th?
I can't, I've got a jury trial. Mr. Smith and I both are scheduled for that jury trial.
How about the 31st?
31st, I'm available.
Let's do it the 31st. The 24th is not a good day. So July 31st will be the next hearing.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
State of Ohio recall of Jordan Wolf, case number CRP 25-123. Jordan Wolf.
This is actually on docket for a reason. Okay, yes.
Your Honor, if I may, I have a note also, Ms. Wolf was ordered on June 1st to community service before next hearing.
I don't community service today, I have.
Where did you do it?
I have 3 hours done and I did it on, it's like around the end of the year or something like that, but I have it on a piece of paper and it's at my house and I have to.
Where did you do it?
At the State County Courthouse. They have it
Oh,
on
the
their-
municipal
on their-
court?
No, at the felony court, because they don't do it at the municipal court. I went over to the felony court and I signed in on their maintenance paper.
Does she have community service there also?
No, I have community service there, this is what you guys
All right, I'm going to release you, but you got to get this stuff done.
Okay. I needed $25 payment this month too.
And you left treatment, so that's not good.
I'm an ODP in Walkerville and I'm doing outpatient.
Are you living in Parkerville now, or?
I live in South Point, I moved to South Point.
Okay.
And I work full time at YZ Local Staffing. But I can do community service down here now. If you guys want me to do community service down here.
Yeah. I don't want you to drive to Portsmouth to do it when you can do it here.
Yeah, when do you guys do community service here?
Every day but Sunday,
Is there a certain time I have to do?
7:30.
7:30, okay, all right, I'll figure out my next day off and
And I want you to talk, and you're going to Proctorville to OVP?
yeah, I can talk about it.
I'll need to get a report from OVP. So I want you to speak with Mr. Mint so that can happen.
Okay.
And I'll have you back. It doesn't matter if it's Mondays or Fridays.
It doesn't matter.
I'll make it August 21st.
Okay.
That's a Friday. At 9 o'clock, Mr. Mint will be waiting for you out lodge to be released.
State of Ohio recalls Anthony Driver, case number CRA 26413.
Okay, this is the one we're taking evidence on.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. On their hearing. Okay, Mr. Driver, you can come down and sit at the council table with your lawyer. State and defendant are ready to proceed with the preliminary hearing.
Defense is ready, Judge. Yes, we're ready.
Okay, and call your first witness.
Your Honor, we would call Dana Danny.
Ma'am, if you'll come up to the witness stand, which is the first chair on the raised platform, before you have a seat, raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated, ma'am.
Dana, tell the court your full name.
Dana Denny?
Do you know Anthony Driver?
Yes.
Do you see him in the courtroom, and if you do, can you point to him?
Record will show she pointed to the defendant.
Back on July 5th, just a few days ago, were you at 349 Private Road 2548, County Road 55, in, I guess that's in Perry Township?
It's Fayette Township.
It's Fayette Township? Okay. And did you reside there at the time?
Yes, it's my home.
Okay. Did you live there with Anthony Driver?
He was staying there.
So he was staying there with you? And also, you have a son that lives there?
Yes.
And how old is he?
He'll be 18 to 17.
Of this month?
Yes.
Was there an incident there that caused the sheriff to get called to your house?
There's been many, but on this particular one, he had hit me
Okay.
in front of my son.
And I would like for you to kind of elaborate on that. What were the circumstances that day that caused all this to happen?
Me and my son had went and got a dresser to put his clothes in, Anthony's clothes. And he wasn't helping us. Me and my son was carrying it ourselves. And we had put it in different spots and it wouldn't go in that spot, so I asked him to help me move it over on the other side of the bed. Well, Anthony was laying in the bed. We was moving the dresser and my son, Matthew, accidentally knocked over his pop. And he said, if that weren't my phone, I'm going to kill someone. I'm going to kill someone. Well, about that time, he jumped out of the way because it scared him. Matthew did. And I walked over and looked at Anthony's phone, and I picked it up. I said, Anthony, your phone's fine. And he started screaming. I said, just shut up. And about that time, he grabbed me by the hair of my head. He was taking my head back and forth. And then he got me in a headlock, and he started hitting me in the head, and then I blacked out. I don't know what happened after that.
And you said that this is not the first time this kind of thing has happened?
And no, they've been out there numerous times.
Now, yeah, back even this year, earlier in this year, you had an incident with him, correct?
Yes, he should have a review coming up.
And he came in and he pled guilty to domestic violence on that occasion,
Yes.
right? And he's still on probation.
Yes.
Right? So did he cause physical harm to you?
This last time?
Yes.
And the time before that he was in here, yes.
Well, how about this time?
Yes.
Okay, what all did he do to you this time?
What I can remember, I remember him hit me, well, he got me in a headlock, and then after he pulled my hair, and then he was hitting me in the side of the head with his fist.
Did you have to go to the hospital or
I
doctor?
refused to go. No.
And your son, who's going to be 18 here in just a few days, was present and saw all that?
He's seen it all.
And this was on July the 5th of this year?
Yes.
That's all I have with this witness, Your Honor.
Cross-examine, Mr. Smith.
So did I understand you to say that you refused to go to medical treatment?
Yes.
Okay, did someone take photographs of the alleged injury to the side of your head?
Well, in my hairline, they wasn't going to be able to see it. I think you do have a picture of my face, don't you?
I think I have a picture of a...
And I don't know if the deputies had took a picture.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Have you shared that photograph with the prosecutor? What my question is it going to be available for future use if this case goes forward?
Yes.
You've not deleted it. I'm assuming it's a telephone. So you would have no problem making that photograph available to the prosecutor's office, correct?
If he still has it, no, I don't. I didn't take a picture myself.
Okay. And on July 5th, did you cause injury to my client's leg?
No.
So if there are photographs taken in the jail of injuries to my client's leg, you're telling the judge under oath you did not cause that injury?
I don't understand how I could when he was laying in the bed.
Okay, I was just asking because...
No, I did not.
Other than the potential photograph taken by your son of potential injury to the side of your head, are there any other, like internal cameras in the house, security cameras, anything like that?
He says he has some, I have no idea.
When you say, you're talking about my client says he has some,
That's what he said, but I wasn't aware of them, but he says he had them, so if he does, you'll have to ask him.
okay, so you're not aware of any security
No.
cameras? And you say that the police or deputies have been to your residence numerous times, correct?
Yes,
Were these for domestic-related calls for assistance?
yes.
And have there been times that you dropped domestic charges against Mr. Driver?
I dropped an EPO on him.
Okay,
I didn't drop charges on him.
okay. How long ago was that, you think?
That was in, what was it?
It was this year.
This year? So the prosecutor showed a document saying it was this year. Does that sound right to you?
Yes.
Sometime earlier this year? You say you were moving a dresser with your son on July 5th, correct?
Yes,
Had you been drinking that day?
a little bit that day.
What time did you start drinking?
I don't know, I only had a few drinks, I mean, I don't know.
Well, and let me ask you this then. What time did this alleged incident happen with the domestic violence? Was it morning, noon, evening?
It was after, in the evening.
Okay, so sometime in the evening of the 5th.
And as well, I had to call in a well-being check on him because he had took 27 gabapentin in like 3 days. I left that evening so a domestic wouldn't happen.
When you
because
say-
of the way he was being.
And just so we're clear, because your son's there, and my client, so when you called about the gabapentin, that was, you talking about my client had taken 27 gabapentin?
Yes.
And how are you aware of that?
He sent me a picture with something tied around his neck, and he was laying in the bathtub. I left and went to my sister's that evening because I was afraid of him.
Well, and I guess my question, maybe it wasn't clear. You gave a specific number, 27 gabapentin pills. How do you know it was 27 gabapentin?
That's what he had told me on the phone. Now, do I know for a fact that he did that? No, I know what he told me.
Okay. No further questions, Judge?
Redirect.
So when did you leave because you were afraid of him? Was it that same day that this happened?
It was the weekend before that.
And then you came back
And
again?
I'm back on a Sunday.
That's all I have.
That raises no recross, Judge. Thank you.
You may step down, ma'am.
Your Honor, we'll call Matthew Stevens.
After you come up, and I'll swear you in. Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You may be seated.
Matthew, state your name for the court, please.
Matthew Allen Stevens.
Do you live at 349 Private Road, 2548, County Road 55, and in Fayette Township? And you live there with your mother, Dana Denny? And in the recent past, was Anthony Driver also living there?
Yes, he's been staying there.
Say it again, I'm
He's
sorry.
been staying there.
Was there an incident on July the 5th of this year that caused the sheriff to be called to your house?
There was.
Did you make that call to the
Yes, I
sheriff?
was being called.
What caused you to make that call?
The time I made the call?
Yes, what was happening that caused you to call the sheriff?
Well, I was sitting at the edge of the bed after I moved away because he had said that he was going to kill someone if his phone was messed up, and he had gotten her in a headlock, started hitting her. I yelled at him to stop. He didn't, and then I yelled that I was going to call the cops. So I called the cops and stepped out, and then that's when he proceeded to stop hitting her because I guess I yelled that I was going to call the cops.
Your Honor, were you able to hear?
Pretty much, yes.
What were you doing when all this happened?
I was helping my mom put a dresser in the bedroom.
And did you actually witness Mr. Driver hitting your mom?
Yes.
How long have you known Mr. Driver? You have any idea? Well, let me ask you this question instead. How long has he been living there? Had he been living there with you and your mother?
Not exactly sure how long, but it's been a good bit. Maybe close to a year, maybe.
And have you ever seen him be violent with your mother before?
They've been just back and forth, like yelling, but not physical like he was that night.
Did your mother do anything that would cause someone to become so agitated that they would start beating on her?
Not that I know. We were just trying to put a dresser in there for him, and he started yelling, and she yelled back because she was standing right there, and he started to hit her, which after she'd gotten hit about 3 to 4 times on the side of the head, she started hitting him back because she was trying to get out of the headlock that he had her in.
This dresser, was this something you were moving from a different part of the house or something you brought in the house?
We went to a friend's house to get the dresser for him, and we were moving in the bedroom, and decided to put it on his side of the bed. I knocked over a drink on accident on his phone, and it escalated.
So you got the dresser for him?
Yes, we went to get the dresser for him so he could have something to put his clothes in.
So this happened like you'd been gone, you brought the dresser back, you come in the house, and then it happened soon after you came in the house? And this was in the evening time?
Yes, it was. It was around about, I want to say close to 10 o'clock. I know that the 911 called at the time that I made the call.
All right, that's all I have, Your Honor.
Just a few questions, just thank you. So, when you say you live with your mom, do you actually live with your grandmother or with your mother?
I stayed with her to take care of her.
Your grandmother?
Yes, which is right beside of my mom's.
Okay.
And I go up to her house from time to time, but I mostly stay there as well to take care of her and stuff.
Okay. This picture you took, is it on your cell phone?
Yes, I do have it on my phone.
Did you have a chance today to look to make sure it's still preserved on your phone?
Yes, I have it.
And it is? Okay. And you're willing to get that to the prosecutor?
Yes.
Okay. When you say that you called law enforcement, did your mother instruct you to call, or did you decide on your own? How was law enforcement called?
Well, as she was getting hit, she was saying or yelling to call 911, and then I yelled that I was going to call 911. And after I actually dialed them and started calling, that's whenever he proceeded to stop hitting her after I walked out. And then she came out behind me following, putting her glasses back on after they had got knocked off.
So did you see your mom black out?
Well, she was facing away from me because she was facing him laying in bed.
Sure.
And after she yelled at him to stop yelling because she was standing right in front of him, he had started hitting her, grabbed her by her hair. After about 3 punches she took, and her glasses went flying, she started hitting him back to try and get out of the headlock that she was in. I yelled at him.
So you saw your mother strike my client, but your testimony was, it was defensive, if I'm getting your testimony right. Okay. And who drove to get the dresser, you or your mom?
Actually, our friend that we was going to her house, she had driven.
Okay. So your mom didn't drive to get the
She
dresser?
did not drive.
Nothing further at this time, Judge, thank you.
Mr. Hewitt, did you see your mom's glasses get knocked off her head?
I had just noticed that they just were not on her head anymore. And I don't know where they went. I didn't see her get them because I ran out all the cops and then on the phone with the police. Then after she came out of the room, she had them in her hand. so I assume that she found them.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Anything further?
No, just thank you.
You may step down.
We rest, Your Honor.
Judge, the defense intends to call no witnesses at this hearing.
I'll find that there is probable cause to bind this case over to the grand jury. Any issues on bond? The bond now is $10,000 cash.
We think that bond is appropriate, Your Honor.
Judge, I would ask the court to consider a cash surety bond with a GPS monitor. I've spoken with RRS, and they do have a bed available. Well, it might be hard to do today because it's Friday and getting the monitor, but I would ask the court to consider residential treatment with an ankle monitor, some type of OR bond.
Is substance use an issue here?
Well, I don't know. I think that Ms. Denny has some strong feelings about that. She may want to.
I have her come up.
They're talking about him.
Your Honor, he's been in numerous rehabs before, and I am literally scared if he gets out that he is going to come and do something to me.
Okay. He does. So was substance use part of the issue here, do you think?
I don't know about that night, but the previous ones, absolutely.
He did assess for residential, so I assume they figured that was still an ongoing issue with him.
I can put an ankle monitor on him, whereas if he leaves a certain area, or even comes toward your area, it would notify. And if he violates, he would go to prison. Would that make you feel any differently about it?
I just don't want him back around me, period. I'm scared of him.
Well, I understand that. The problem is, if substance use is the main reason that he acts out the way he does, if we don't cure that, this is not a lifetime sentence. I mean, we're going to have to deal with him out and about in the community at some point. So do we take some chance on trying to get him in recovery and get him cleaned up? There's some risk to you because he's not going to be jailed, but he's not going to stay in jail forever anyway.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying he's been through in and out of rehabs. I've got him in OVP up here before, and he signed himself out.
How long ago was that?
It was when his grandmother passed away. I'm thinking. I'm not real sure. November, December.
No, I'm not.
What if I put him in I could put him in a treatment program in Portsmouth, so it would be a bigger effort for him to get to you. And it's a good program. It's a
That
really
would
good program.
probably be better if that's your decision.
Judge, he's never had a GPS monitor, and I've explained what happens if this is granted. That if it's 3 years automatic in prison, regardless of what happens with the other. Well, not about the case, just for trying to.
Okay, so let's put it back on the docket for Monday, but I would be willing to.
Jury trial, I'm sorry, Monday,
Okay.
Tuesday, yeah, I'm not here till Friday.
When would the next time you be available? A week from
A
today?
week from today, Judge, yeah, I've got that money, it's definitely going.
I would consider releasing him, well, do I still have jurisdiction? Is anybody? I'm going
Now that he's
to
been
bind it
found.
over to the grand jury, but it'll take how long?
In a month, at least 2 to 3 weeks before they present it, if they present it this month.
I could withhold the decision if you want me to do that, to consider.
Yeah, really, he's amenable to treatment. I think that, yes, at least in the short term, would be good for him. And if you want to hold the base, I have no objection.
Well, let's do this. I would prefer him to go to the counseling center, and that's a really good program. And it gets him out of the area.
He's fine, Judge. He'll go.
So I'm going to withhold my decision, and we'll put it back on my docket for 1 week from today, which is the 17th.
I'll be here.
And in the meantime, I'm going to request the counseling center to assess him for treatment. For inpatient with a GPS. And then hopefully we can make that work next week. And then send it on down after that happens.
Thank you, Judge.
But you need to understand, Mr. Driver, if you leave or cut the ankle monitor off, that's the only way you can get away is cut the ankle monitor off. It is guaranteed you are going to prison if you do that. Guaranteed. Everybody that's done is going to prison. So it's non-negotiable. It has to stay on. You have to stay in treatment.
Your Honor, I was on, I was out on good leave, and I was on an ankle monitor, and I did fine, completely fine on it. Went to all my groups.
Okay. Well, same thing here.
So, I mean,
Just do what you're supposed to do, and it won't be a problem. But I just wanted you to know the consequences are severe if you cut the ankle monitor off.
yes.
It won't be up to me. You'll be in front of a common pleas judge, and then everyone that's done it has gone to prison. There's not that many that do it, but we've had a few. So it's not, if that's in your mind at all, you need to get it
No,
out.
it's,
Okay, so next hearing here will be the 17th.
and Your Honor, I'm also going into treatment for my liver too. They believe that my liver's shutting down. I'm not sure yet. I gotta get tests. I was in stage 4 and then I was in stage 3, and I still gotta get tests.
Okay. Well, if you go to the counseling center, I think they're really good about medical too, so they can help you with that. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, we'll take time to interpret.
Okay, we're gonna have to do those arraignments, because Vice did not pick up those 2 defendants that are Spanish speakers. Now we got 3 now.
So yeah, I should probably stick around
Yeah.
for a minute.
So we'll get an interpreter on the phone.
I'll help out and take one of them.
No, well, it is right now still 10,000 cash. Yeah.
I thought I was just picking up those 3. Yeah, that's great. Camp, short leash. Take over stones from my trauma legs, 5 minutes out of there. He just keeps texting.
Some of them were actually set for Monday or another day. They're not always. I actually saw them from the file. Because I was wrong. Well, I think you kind of get the There's an OVI, yeah, possession. It's okay. Can't
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. This is the interpreter speaking. Do you need my name and ID again?
Yes, please.
and my ID is 396099.
Okay, thank you for that. And we have 3 people who are, my understanding, Spanish speaking, that I'm going to conduct arraignment hearings here shortly. So if you can stay on the line for those, I would appreciate it. So we've got 3 in a row. We're going to do them all one right after the other.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm going to pass you off to the bailiff, so he'll kind of take you around the courtroom so they can hear what you're saying and hear what I'm saying. So we'll get them in the courtroom, and then I'll have some things to say if you can interpret what I say to them and what they say back.
State of Ohio versus Medalis Popa, case number CRA 26414 A and B. Medalis Popa.
Ma'am, are you Medalis Popa? Yes. Would you ask her what her name is, please?
Of course, thank you. Hola, buenos días. ¿Podría por favor decirme cuál es su nombre?
Maidelis González Pompa.
Please tell her my name. Okay, yeah, I understood that. Please tell her my name is Judge Capper, and I'm the judge of the Lawrence County Municipal Court. She has 2 charges, aggravated possession of drugs and possession of cocaine.
It's okay.
They are both felony 5s under Ohio law. Felony 5s carry a maximum penalty of 1 year in jail and a $2,500 fine. The state's alleging that on June 28th, she was in possession of cocaine. The state's alleging that on July the 4th, here in Lawrence County, she was in possession of methamphetamine.
Fue una sola vez, fue el 4 de julio.
That was just once on July the 4th.
Okay. Ask her if she has money to hire a lawyer. Does she have a job? Yeah. Does she have a job?
Sí.
What is her job?
Son instaladoras de fibra óptica para internet.
I install optic fiber for internet.
Is she getting paid for that now?
Me pagan por
Sí.
How much does she get paid? How much does she get paid?
18.50 por hora.
18.50 per hour.
$18 per hour?
$18 por hora.
Yes.
When was the last time she was paid?
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que le pagaron?
Hace como 15 días.
Like 15 days ago.
Does she have any money saved?
¿Tiene dinero ahorrado?
Como $500.
Like $500?
What is her immigration status? Does she believe she's here legally?
Muy bien, vamos a revisar su estado migratorio. ¿Está usted aquí de manera legal?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to appoint Roger Smith to represent her, Attorney Roger Smith.
Voy a asignar al abogado Roger Smith para que la represente.
Judge, just point of reference, I will not be here Monday, I can be here Friday.
Okay. What's the state of Ohio's position on bond?
There was an indication that perhaps there was a holder from Immigrations and Customs Enforcement.
So it's academic, but if that gets lifted, what would the state's position be on bond?
$5,000 cash or surety bond.
Judge, they're both at fives, I'd like to set a little bit less, just because she says she has $500, maybe $3,500, yeah, sure, just to be safe.
I'll set it at $3,500, cash or surety. So you can tell her I've set a bond at $3,500, cash or surety.
Muy bien, voy a establecer la fianza en $3,500.
You can also tell her, please, that we are informed that ICE has a holder on her.
También necesitamos informarle que nos dijeron que ICE tiene una retención sobre usted.
¿Sobre qué?
About what?
I'm assuming her status.
Sorry, Your Honor, could you repeat that for the interpreter, please?
Yes. I assume that it's concerning her immigration status. That's not something that I have access to information on.
Yo supongo que es acerca de su estado migratorio, que no tiene información acerca de ello.
But one thing I would say that may be encouraging to her, in the past, if they are going to act, usually they do it within a few days, and she's been here longer than what usually they act. They've left her in the jail longer than usual when they're going to pick somebody up.
Pero voy a decir algo que quizás pueda ser alentador para usted. Los tiempos recientes, normalmente cuando viene por alguien, no se tardan ese tiempo, entonces ya dentro de un tiempo se requiere que normalmente dejen a las personas.
Does she think she could post a $3,500 bond if it's 10%?
¿Cree que se pueda presentar una fianza de $3,500 o pagar el 10%?
¿Cuánto es el 10%?
How much is 10%?
$350.
$350.
Okay, I'm setting that bond, but the problem is now ICE has a holder on her, so even if she posts the bond, she can't get out until they lift their holder.
Muy bien, ahora la situación es que como el ICE tiene una retención bajo su nombre, aunque pague la fianza, no podría salir.
¿Y cómo pueden revisar ese caso? Porque a mí no me han informado de nada que ICE me tenga retenido nada. Yo tengo mi documento y todo, ya presenté mi de eso de residencia y todo.
Okay, and how is that going to work? Because no one has called me about a hold that I have on ICE, or ICE has a hold of me, I'm sorry. I already presented my documents, my residence, and all of that.
I'm going to set it for another hearing, and we'll see what happens between now and the next hearing.
Bueno, voy a establecer otra audiencia y veremos qué es lo que pasa entre hoy y la siguiente audiencia.
I don't have jurisdiction over the immigration issues. That would be litigated in another court, but not this court.
Yo no tengo jurisdicción sobre los casos de migración. Eso se litigaron en otra corte, no en esta.
So you're available 14?
This Friday, the Friday.
Oh, I'm looking at the
Yeah,
wrong.
Monday, Tuesday, I'm in trial this next week, but Friday.
The 17th.
Yes, I am here.
Tell her I'm setting a hearing 1 week from today, July 17th.
Bueno, voy a establecer la audiencia en una semana a partir de hoy, el 17 de julio.
I'm going to ask, what does 791 Social Security number indicate?
If ICE lifts their holder and she's post bond, she has to get to court on her own on July 17th.
Si por alguna razón puede salir, presenta su fianza y sale, tiene que presentarse y regresar aquí el 17 de julio para la audiencia.
Yo trabajo aquí, yo todavía tengo mi trabajo aquí.
I work here, I still have my job.
Okay, so next hearing, July 17th, and we'll need him to stay on for you. You want to talk with her?
Yeah, if I could, Judge.
Okay, we're going on to the next defendant now. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Pedro Hidalgo. State of Ohio versus Pedro Hidalgo, case number CRC 261170, A, B, and C.
Well, it was California until 2011.
From ICE, all three did. Oh, okay.
No,
Please ask this gentleman if his name is Pedro Hidalgo. He said yes. He has 3 charges: driving under the influence, driving under a suspended license, and having a headlight out.
Muy bien, tiene 3 cargos, uno por manejo bajo la influencia de sustancias, otro por una licencia suspendida y otro por tener una luz apagada.
You ask him if he understands those charges.
¿Entiende estos cargos? Yes.
I am told that ICE has a holder on him for immigration status violations.
le informan que tiene una retención de parte de la ley por su estado de derecho.
Una retención de parte de ICE por mi estado migratorio.
ICE hold for my immigration status, I'm sorry.
Yes, that's correct.
That's correct.
Ohio, the state of Ohio is alleging that on July the 4th, he was driving under the influence, driving with a suspended license, and failed to dim a high beam headlight.
El estado de Ohio alega que cuatro de julio estaba manejando bajo los castigos de la violencia. Una de sus piezas prendida y no tenía una luz encendida.
Ask if he understands those charges.
Yes.
How does he wish to plead to them? He can plead guilty or not guilty.
¿Cómo desea declararse culpable o no culpable? Guilty.
Okay, I'm going to accept his guilty plea, and I'm going to delay sentencing until next Friday, because I'm informed that maybe ICE will pick him up before then.
Muy bien, voy a aceptar su declaración de culpabilidad y probablemente le daría un mes cuando venga a recogerlo. Friday?
1 week from today. So I'm setting his next hearing for July 17th for sentencing, and I'll set a cash or surety bond of $5,000 cash or surety.
¿Me puede repetir que no entendí muy bien, por favor?
Pero sería para la siguiente semana, el siguiente viernes, y estoy estableciendo la siguiente sesión para el 17 de julio para revisar la sentencia y la fianza.
No pudiera, y hoy no pudiera ponerme en la sentencia o no sé, o los cargos o lo que me vayan a poner en mi contra o sobre mi persona.
Are you going to determine the charges or the conviction on today?
I'm not going to sentence him today because I think it may be useless, because if ICE picks him up, he can't serve the sentence anyway. He'll be in their custody. Does he have any questions?
El caso de nosotros entonces será conferido a ICE.
So will this case be transferred to ICE?
I don't think so. I think they will just proceed on the immigration issues. So I'm going to set a hearing 1 week from today, July 17th. If he's still in our jail then, he'll come back and I'll sentence him. but I think he'll probably be gone by then.
Entonces, voy a establecer la siguiente audiencia dentro de una semana, el 17 de julio, para que la audiencia, aunque probablemente falte entonces ya se habrá ido.
Okay, that's all. Thank you. One more defendant.
State of Ohio versus Adolfo Gomez, case number TRC 261219.
Here's the middle on this one. She got a warrant for failure to appear.
Diego.
Yeah.
Okay. Please ask if his name is Adolfo Gomez.
Sí, Adolfo Gómez Velasco.
Yes, Adolfo Gomez Velasco.
And please tell him he has 3 charges here: driving under the influence, driving without a license, and failure to control.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, could you repeat the last charge for the interpreter, please?
The last charge was failure to control his vehicle.
Thank you. Muy bien, está aquí con 3 cargos el día de hoy por manejar bajo las influencias de sustancias, por manejar sin licencia y por fallar en el control de su vehículo.
No es porque fallé por el vehículo, lo que pasa es un accidente porque se fue el freno. Cuando yo estaba pisando el freno ya no agarró para no chocar con una persona, por eso lo agarré una banqueta.
Well, it's not like I failed controlling my vehicle. There was an accident. I tried to stop, but the brake didn't work. I didn't want to crash against the other car, and that's why I hit the sidewalk.
Okay. Tell him that the state of Ohio has charged him with these offenses that occurred on July 9th this year.
Muy bien. Por el estado caído está imputado 2 cargos por estas infracciones el 9 de julio.
El 9 de julio.
July the 9th?
Yes. So, yesterday. The driving under the influence carries a maximum of 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine.
Los cargos por manejar bajo las influencias tienen una penalidad máxima de 6 meses en la cárcel y o $1,000 de multa.
No, nada, nunca he entrado de cárcel y todo eso. Es la primera vez que hice el accidente. Pues así como dije, pues vuelvo a repetir, no era culpa mía.
Well, I have never been to jail, and this is the first accident I have. It was not my fault.
Okay. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for him.
Está bien, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much.
Does he want a court-appointed lawyer?
¿Quiere que se le designe un abogado de parte de la corte?
Sí, está bien.
Yes, it's fine.
Is he working?
Ahorita no, sí estaba trabajando, ayer estaba trabajando, pues como digo, estaba trabajando, pues
Me invitaron a ir a comer y eso pues ya cuando regresando de mi casa, pues ahí cuando hice el accidente.
Yes, working. Yesterday I was working and they invited me to have some food. When I was going back to my house, I had the accident.
What does he do for work?
Yo soy rufero, yo trabajo de techo.
I work with roofing.
Where does he do this work?
Yo trabajo aquí aquí toda el West Virginia, aquí en Ohio, todo aquí trabajo porque tú sabes que el roofing sale de diferentes lugares el trabajo.
Well, I work here in West Virginia, in Ohio, all around the area because with roofing, there's different places where you have to work.
Does he have money with which to hire a lawyer?
Sorry, could you repeat it for the interpreter, please?
Does he have money with which he could hire a lawyer?
¿Tiene dinero para contratar un abogado?
Pues no sé cuánto cobran.
I don't know how much they charge.
How much money does he make in an average week?
Por la semana, pues cuando está bien, cuando digamos trabajo todos los días, pues a veces gano 1,200 o 1,100.
I'm sorry, in a good week, when I work every day, sometimes I move 1,200 or 1,100.
Okay. Does he have dependents he's supporting?
Pues la verdad no conozco a nadie, solo nada más conozco, digamos, las personas donde lo ayudo a trabajar.
Honestly, I don't know anyone, only my coworkers.
I didn't understand what he said. Can you repeat that, please?
No, it's okay. Oh, of course, sir. He said, I don't know anyone, just my coworkers.
He doesn't have children he's supporting, that's what I want to know.
Aquí no tengo hijo acá, pero en México tengo hijo.
I don't have children here, but in Mexico I do.
Okay. Does he believe that his immigration status is legal in the United States?
¿Ah? ¿Perdón?
¿Cree usted que su estado migratorio en los Estados Unidos es ilegal?
Sí, yo sé, entiendo.
Yes, I understand that.
Okay, what I'm going to do, tell him, I'm going to set another hearing July 17th. I'm going to set his bond at $5,000 cash or surety. You can tell him that.
Muy bien, bueno, voy a establecer otra audiencia para el 17 de julio. Voy a establecer la fianza en 5,000 en efectivo o bienes.
¿Hasta cuándo?
Right now,
Sorry, sir, go ahead.
right now, even if he posts bond, he can't get out because ICE has a holder on him.
Oh, ya.
If he is still here, if ICE doesn't pick him up by next Friday, I'll appoint a lawyer to represent him then.
Sí, para el siguiente viernes sigue aquí y a eso no lo ha recogido. Voy a asignarle un abogado para usted.
Entonces, pues digamos, si yo busco un abogado, ¿puedo venir cualquier día o qué?
So, let's say if I look for an attorney, can I come back here the other day or what?
He has a hearing 1 week from today, July 17th, in this court, and if he's still here in our jail, we will have the hearing. But it's my understanding that ICE is going to pick him up probably tomorrow.
Tiene una audiencia para una semana a partir de hoy, es el 17 de julio, y si sigue para entonces estar aquí en la cárcel, vamos a tener la audiencia, pero yo tengo entendido que el ICE va a recogerlo mañana.
Oh, va a pasar acá.
Oh, so they will come here.
That is my understanding. That's what I've been told.
Eso es lo que me dijeron.
Entonces, digamos así, pues, entonces digamos que si yo voy a pagar digamos, la fianza así ahorita, pues, ¿se puede, no?
So, if I want to pay the bond now, can I do it or no?
He can, but it probably won't make a difference because even if he posts bond, ICE holder trumps the bond.
Sí puede, pero no hará mucha diferencia porque aunque pague su fianza, el ICE lo tiene en retención.
Oh, ya, entiendo.
Does he have any questions?
¿Tiene alguna pregunta?
Ya no hay nada, pues, ya mi modo que es así quedó entonces.
So there's nothing else I can do?
No, not at this time.
En este momento no.
Ok, dale, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much.
If he's still here next week, then we'll address these issues, but I think it's unlikely he'll still be here.
Si sigue aquí con nosotros para el siguiente viernes, vamos a revisar estos problemas, pero lo más probable es que ya se haya ido.
Ya, muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
En modo, Diego. Diego, ¿te puedo pedir un favor? Ahí le dices a los Messi que van a ir a dejarme mis cosas allá donde estoy en preso.
State of Ohio versus Carroll, lawsuit, case number CRB 26354.
Okay, thank you. I think that will conclude.
And I hope you have a good rest of the day.
Thank you very much. Okay, so you've never been arraigned on this charge, right? You never appeared before. But you've got a copy of the complaint? Did you get served with the complaint?
No.
How'd you know to be here then?
Whenever I got released from jail, I was there for like 5 or 6 hours, and then whenever I had left that morning, they told me you have court on Thursday, but they didn't give me any papers, so I came here.
Okay.
But
Well,
I guess it
let's
was the
do-
wrong day.
I only have one copy, so let's have a copy made of the complaint. So this is the first time you've been to court on this. We'll get you a copy and then we'll go over the charges with you.
Okay, thank you.
It's disorderly conduct is the charge. since somebody's inquired. Apparently she's going to Canada and she has a warrant. They're going to pick that up.
Thank you.
Okay, it's filed as a 4th-degree misdemeanor disorderly conduct, and it alleges that on June the 3rd of this year, in Perry Township, you were voluntarily intoxicated, engaged in conduct that created a risk of physical harm to yourself or other people or their property. That carries a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Were you here when I explained rights of defendants? I've explained it a few times.
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
If I plead guilty, would that automatically give me the maximum?
No. I would hear from the prosecutor what their recommendation is, hear from you, and then I would make a decision. You don't automatically get, it could be from nothing to the maximum is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. That's the most that can happen.
Your Honor, we're going to make a motion to amend this to a minor misdemeanor.
Oh, okay, well, there you go. So so it's went down, so M4, this is what you were charged with is the lowest level of jailable offenses. They're going to amend it to less than that, a minor misdemeanor, which means no jail. The maximum is $150 fine. So how do you plead to that charge as amended to an MM?
I'll plead guilty, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Does the state have any statement of facts or anything you want to say about this?
We do,
There's
Your
no
Honor.
statement of facts attached to my copy.
And I have one here from Deputy Mullins, and it says that on June the 3rd, 2026, at 3:05 a.m., much too late to be up, I was dispatched to 218 Township Road, 372 in Ironton, Ohio, which is it's in Perry Township. Reference an intoxicated female. Upon arriving at the residence, we were met outside by a friend of the female who led us into the residence to speak to the female. I walked in and identified the intoxicated female, Kara Wolosik. Is that right? Is that
Yes.
pronounce it? Kara appeared to be intoxicated and was crying. I spoke to the caller, who identified as Samantha. Samantha advised that she had a get-together and drank alcohol. Samantha advised she offered to take Kara home, but Kara said no and walked away from the house. Samantha also advised Kara was approaching the neighbor's house to get a ride home. Samantha advised that she had to lead Kara back to the house and advised she believed Kara was a danger to herself because she wanted to walk home to Barbersville. After my observations of Kara, Kara was given the option to stay at the residence, allow Samantha to take her home, or come with us. Kara advised for us to take her. I placed Kara under arrest with no issue and transported her to the Lawrence County Jail for disorderly conduct.
So what do you say?
Guilty. Or I
Okay,
agree.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, why would you choose to go to jail? You must have been really mad at Samantha.
Well, I remember trying to get an Uber, and there was no Ubers available. We were out like in 243, and I do remember her saying like, you can stay here, or I can take you home, or I can call the cops. And we had all been drinking, so I didn't want her driving. But I don't know, whenever I drink, like I just want to go home, and I just had my mind set on going home. So whenever she said I can call the cops, I was like, well, just call the cops and have them take me. Like, I don't want you driving,
Okay. Did you regret that decision later?
Yes.
Yeah. You should just stay there.
Your Honor?
Yeah.
I mean, this doesn't even sound like it ought to be here to me.
Okay.
We'll dismiss it.
Thank
All right.
you.
Just kept getting better and better. So you're free to go.
Thank you so much. So I don't pay the...
You don't have to pay anything. It's over. It's done. It's
Thank you
dismissed.
so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, court's adjourned.